All right. Now, let's hop into the game, guys. Let's hop into the Dungeons and the Dragons. How's the volume looking? We're looking pretty good on the volume. Hello, hello, hello.
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 All right. Now, we're pretty much ready to get started. Looks like everybody's here. That's awesome.
So good news. I saw that tweet that you responded in the other day. That Astral Tabletop.
Oh, yeah.
I'm dabbling around on it right now.
Okay.
It's I don't know how to say this, but yo, roll 20, you better step your shit up.
Oh, man. Especially because, you know, I wasn't going to bring it up. I was specifically not going to bring it up. But the music player on Roll20 finally fucking beefed it.
No, what
Yeah.
the fuck is wrong with it, man?
So, I mean, I'm going to
Oh
brute
my
force
God.
it tonight, but it's pretty fucking ugly, guys. It's all fucked up. It's displaying all fucked up. It's got these weird white squares everywhere. Its overlays are on top of each other. A lot of the time, if you press play on a song, it randomly chooses a different song to play. And if you just keep on hitting stop and play, it just picks random fucking songs.
Oh my God.
So we're going to try to get it to just
I'm
fucking...
looking at the audio player over here.
Yeah.
Man, it looks so.
I'll take a look at it next week.
You ready for this? You want to know? I'm gonna fucking make you shit yourself. You
Yeah?
know what you can do?
What?
You know what you can do here on this player? You can search your own library for a song. So if you want to be like, yo, tavern, you can just be like, click. You can search your own files that you upload to your own game. What a fucking novel idea!
All right. I'll take a look at it next week. Damn it. I don't like the idea of switching everything over. But
Yeah. No, I feel you. But okay, hold on.
it
But hear
sounds
me out,
so
though.
good.
So I'm it like when it's like empty, it's like here. Why don't you start playing? It's like go to here, press play. We'll show you what a demo's like, and they kind of give you a demo of like, what's
Oh.
possible,
Yeah.
right? It's like this tutorial uses triggers for navigation and instructions. Like I'm reading like
Oh
their
my
tutorial for like how to
God.
use their thing. It's very user friendly.
Fuck. Oh my God. User friendliness would be nice.
What if I told you it's fucking animated?
What? Oh,
I'm looking. I am here. You know what? I can probably show you this. Hold on.
Oh my God.
Here. This is what I'm looking at right now. The sunshine is animated. There's smoke coming out of this naturally. You can upload animated backgrounds as you're like
Goodness.
playing.
Oh my God.
I mean, you can do some of that stuff with like Roll20 Premium,
Yeah.
but that looks.
Holy
oh,
fuck.
You just
What the fuck
turned
is
on
that?
this Fog of War. I was just gonna ask about
Yeah.
that. Never mind.
All right. Well, I can't show it on stream, but holy fuck.
Yeah.
That looks very, very okay. I'm gonna fucking take a look at that next week. And
Yeah.
oh my God, that looks fucking good. Roll20 got the kind of early crack at things, but it looks like other people are really starting to, you know,
Man,
one
it
up.
sucks when companies do that, but I can't think of any others. PUBG! Sorry, man. Allergies, you know.
I mean, you're
Are you
not
allergic to
wrong.
bullshit?
Hey.
What, dude?
Listen.
I have a cough, man.
Okay,
Listen.
well,
We've
I
had that
apologize.
chat before, right?
yeah.
Blue Hole fucking accidentally made money. They're a
Yep.
cancer in the industry.
Whoa.
Please be-
I feel like there are a lot of strong opinions happening on my stream.
Disclaimer, the views stated here are not necessarily those held by the channel owner.
Yeah.
They have a basic water, dude. I'm looking at water reflections around the boat.
All right.
No, wait. Do the reflections? Do they have to be like baked in, or do they change depending on what you put on the layer?
Yes.
I
you
don't
have to
know,
make-
but I can tell you I'm looking at boat shadows.
Man.
So
All
I
right.
don't know if that's built in or not, but I'm definitely looking at I mean, it just looks like a basic 2D, you know, picture with some animations behind it. It's simple, but it adds a lot.
Yeah. All right. It's called what?
Sounds
Astral
pretty
RPG or something?
Astral Tabletop.
Astral Tabletop. Yeah, I'll take a look at that next week.
Oh my god, the little fucking figurine, like the avatars.
Yeah.
I'm looking at ghouls and zombies. It's showing me the tutorial combat right now. The ghouls and zombies are like doing idle animations.
What? Oh, damn.
You're gonna make me fill my diaper. So let's do this week so we can get to next week.
Yeah, exactly. Okay. We'll do this week. I'll look into that. We'll probably dive into that next week. So let's get into it, guys. I will start by welcoming folks to our tabletop RPG stream called Monsters Ain't Real, where we use a modified D&D 5e rule set to enjoy some good old-fashioned RPG fun set in a high fantasy universe. To anyone new, all the old episodes are up on YouTube, but that doesn't mean that you can't just hang out and have fun with this session. Now, for the recap, it's gonna be an interactive recap for reasons. Last time you guys basically spent the entire session talking to Ula Kotlins, the Healing Hand, the leader of the entire province of Hayland, as well as her companion, the angelic shard of Saloon, an angel named Luvia. You learned a great many things, and you guys did a lot of theory crafting, and I'm actually a little bit hesitant to go over the details because I don't want you guys to read into which things I choose to say and which ones I choose not to say. So honestly, I'd like you guys to maybe, if you have any notes or any memories, just go over a couple of the important things that you guys remember talking about, a couple of the standout details. And I'll fill in anything that's not quite clear, maybe a little bit incorrect, or answer any questions. So what were some of the things that you guys remember asking and talking about with Ula?
Okay, so let me see if I can sort of piece some of this out because I'm pretty fucking bad at following narratives. So some of the things that I think we learned was that the mist monsters that we saw, people remember mist related bad omens being around once before. Yep. And right around when that happened is when Ula developed her powers.
Yep.
It was also determined that basically we were God, dude, it's so fucking complicated.
I know.
Okay, so I remember we spent a long time trying to differentiate between what Ula did and what the capacities of a god were.
Yep.
And we were sort of prying, and the blue skin, the filthy blue skin, as Jake said, was basically saying like, yeah, this shit's bad. And we were like, oh man, okay, so Ula is trying to be a god, and the blue person was like, oh, hey, wow, the sky's nice. And we said, I'm trying to remember what the sort of deciding thing was. Like, all I remember is the blue skin lady basically saying something like, yes, I mean, it's reasonable to assume that if a person was trying to get this kind of power, that person might be trying to become a god. And we started sort of wondering if Ula had constructed her society in a way to make her seem extra virtuous, like the whole ribbon system and, having hospitals to fix sick people when ostensibly she could just make them not sick. And things like that. That's sort of what one of the big takeaways that I remember. That may not be what actually happened, but that's what I remember.
Yep. No, that seems to track with what you were saying last time. Yep.
Okay.
One thing I wanted to clarify, I don't remember if we asked this or learned it or not. Did Ula exist prior to like gaining her powers? Were there any clues to let us know that she was just a person and then got powers, or was she like divined from the mist or something like that?
So it was explicitly stated that she was just another follower of Saloon beforehand, and then she got all of her power. So she was around, okay. She was just a cleric of Saloon, and then she got all this power.
We also talked about Ramadant and Kelimvor. Ramadant is the person over in the Mist province. And Kelimvor is a D&D god. And Kelimvor makes a lot of... am I saying that right? That name?
Yep.
And Kelimvor makes the, live or die decisions often? Is that right?
Yeah, it's like the judge. It's like the... is it Anubis or Set or something like that?
Oh, I think I said set, but then
Yeah.
Anubis is right.
Yeah, I knew. Yeah, the kind of judge, or like not even really judge as much as like sorting hat.
Ah. Okay. And that's Ramadan's god, but that god got really quiet when Ramadan rose to power. And that's when we asked if you can like coerce a god and manipulate them. And Luvia got really shifty about it.
Yep.
Hmm.
Yep, that is also true.
Oh, I didn't
So
realize.
hold on, I just
Go ahead.
yeah, I want to go over that one more time.
Yeah.
So Kaylee, so you said that okay, Ramadan is the leader of the land,
Ibav.
Yep,
Evolve.
above the mist area.
and Ramadan's god is Kelvor.
Kelemvor, yeah.
Kelemvor. And when Ramadan rose to power, people stopped hearing from Kelemvor.
Yes.
Oh,
Is
Yeah,
that right?
not completely,
Okay.
but he
Okay.
Kelemvor was always kind of reclusive,
Okay.
but became way more so after Ramadan rose to power.
Oh my god, weird, dude.
Yeah.
What the
Has-
fuck?
Have people heard from Kelemvor in a while, or has it been actually full quiet for a while? Did we say that?
I don't think you got any specific times. It was just kind of
Okay.
like Kelemvor is kind of reclusive, and then once Ramadan got his Ramadan got all of her power, suddenly Kelemvor got even more reclusive and was very rarely heard from.
Were there any things that coincided with Ula's rise to power, sort of like similar to Kelemvor going quiet when Ramadan rose? Because I remember we spoke about people maybe competing for Ramadan's seat, but is there another deity that we're overlooking? Like, did Saloon sort of chill when... Wait, I think Saloon's the right one. Or Agma? Shit, I forget.
You're
Whichever thing that Ula was a cleric of,
Yeah, Saloon.
did that deity sort of chill when Ula rose to power also?
You guys didn't ask that question.
Yeah, why didn't we
explicitly.
ask that question
Shit.
though?
It was the way you just phrased it. It
Yeah.
made me think like, shit, maybe it's like
Yep.
a 1-for-1, not everyone after Kelemvor's bit.
It's tough. I know. It was a huge lore episode. You guys uncovered
Literally
a
stayed in one
lot of
room
fucking
the entire
puzzle
episode.
pieces. So, yeah. You guys,
Oh.
yep.
We also did our experiments on the rocks.
Yes, I was going to go over that next.
Okay.
But yeah, no, you guys, so yeah, those are some of the big takeaways. I think that sounds like you guys, remember most of the big things. I see Kaylee looking at her notes. Anything else standing out?
Well, just that all of them got power at the same time.
All the leaders or all the gods?
All the leaders, yeah.
Oh, okay.
After
Ooh.
like the Mist Wars.
Uh-oh. Oh yeah.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
mist
That
was
seems bad.
like active, and then the mist got unactive, and
And then
then
they
these three got their power.
Okay.
Oh.
And
Yeah.
the mist as
Ooh.
well as the stones are like beyond divine control, I think.
Yeah.
We learned that.
Nice one.
Yeah.
It was the noodle shop and the stones seemed to kind of
Be in every ink.
kind of bypass the separation of inks.
But also weren't, because the stones were there before the city was there. The mist has always been on the land as well, right?
That's right. The mist has always been there as well. Yeah.
Yeah.
I see what you're saying. Yeah, before the like way they were there before these people got their power and
Before
all
the
that
gods
stuff.
were
Yeah.
there.
Yep.
So what came first, the mist or the stones?
I don't think anybody asked that.
Oh fuck.
I know it's tough.
So
You guys did a really good job asking questions. It's just in hindsight, suddenly now you have these really good questions.
okay, so here's what I think. I think all these beings that have inherited all these powers, I think the mist is essentially Dormammu, and they're still drawing their power from the mist, but now the mist is coming to reclaim its power because for some whatever obscure fucking reason.
Maybe
Oh,
maybe it's like well, I know this is gonna seem biased and only because I've been bashing my fucking head into it for the last few days, but Doom, in a sense that like they were like these, what we're dealing with now is a group of people trying to harness whatever powers the mist for themselves. Like maybe they're literally taking that exact same energy. Maybe if mist was just left to its own devices to be mist, it would just be mist and do mist things. But now they've sort of taken the power and they're trying to like pervert it for their own reasons to be as powerful as they want to be, but they have an incomplete grasp of how to do that. And now it's all starting to go to shit, just like the people from the world of Doom tried to harness the powers of hell and seemed to do an okay job for a bit, and then it started driving them all fucking crazy. Maybe there's something like that.
I think you're onto something for sure, and I think that the fact that we've been dealing with Ramadan, or maybe not Ramadan solely, but Ibav is like Zombieland, and then here at Hayland, Ula has like Baylor, like fucking like big scary devils, just as dudes, and the fact that the shit we saw in the mist were also devils and in the barbed devil. So I think that there's definitely sort of a leaning towards that plane, because like even if she was a cleric, that would explain some stuff like D&D wise. Like sure, you know, she could like shackle a demon for a little while, but Baylors are like big dick demons, and the fact she's just got them hanging around, that seems, I don't know, it's scary to me.
Yeah.
Oh man. Okay, you guys. Yeah, no, that's awesome. That's awesome, man. You guys are really picking up like all the pieces as we go. I like that you guys are like, you're not just going from last session. Like you guys are putting together some of the big picture pieces. I fucking love it. The feeling that I get when people start putting together the story is so fucking great. So that's awesome.
I'm not gonna lie. Part of me hopes that you have none of this written at all. You're just letting us guess to all shit. We're like, that was the clue. I'm gonna go with that.
That's a good fucking idea.
Man, you guys are really putting it together.
Bro, DM strats right there.
I'm not gonna lie. Some of the things you guys have said are so good that I wish I hadn't built this entire arc on the framework that I did, because I can't think of ways to change it to be the better story that you guys just fucking crafted.
All improv, man.
I'm like, damn, you guys are way better at this shit than I am.
Crowdsourced storytelling. Let's go.
Seriously. Okay. Awesome. So then, yeah, like Kaylee was saying, after talking to Ula for a little while, you were given the task to go see Jared Kane in the province of Izo, and go to the capital city of Avar. You were given marks of Saloon by Ula, except Jake, who got his from Luvia. The next morning, when you were supposed to depart to Izo, you woke up early and you decided to first stop by the stones that are such a mystery. You cast all sorts of spells in there, but it seemed like none of the spells were changed in any way. You had heard that sometimes the stones change magic in strange ways, but you did not observe it with the spells that you cast. By using Ink Vision of Lou and doing some testing with the Noodle Shop, you did notice that both the Noodle Shop and the stones seem to bypass the separation of inks. They seem to be present in all inks at all times. And with that, you met with Cinna, the one of the leaders of the guard that you've got to know pretty well, and you started to set out on your 6-day adventure through Hayland into Izo, towards Jared Kane awaiting in Avar. And that's a whole hell of a lot of names. So with that, I think we can take a little ride on the narrative camera.
I love the narrative camera.
No shit, man. Seriously, it's
I
one of my
do
favorite
too.
fucking parts.
I fucking love it. It takes me a long time to write. I put a lot of thought and effort into it.
Be really rude if somebody just kept interrupting it.
That would be very rude.
Good thing I'm not going to do that.
Okay, God.
You may proceed. Whenever you're ready.
Okay. I'm afraid
Oh,
because it's not like I time these things to the music. Okay. The camera.
Stop staring at me. Just go. Stop staring at me. I know you're just waiting for me to meme. I'm not. I'm being Have.
You are the absolute worst person I have ever met. Galdrick loses a level.
I'm just
Galdrick goes
Oh,
down a
fuck
level.
yeah.
I just added 10 hit points. Go ahead.
Galdrick can't cast spells anymore. Galdrick's god no longer believes in him, and he can't cast magic anymore.
Shit.
Are you gonna being Have?
They didn't do anything.
You were not. You were not being
I
Haved.
was dead
You were
silent.
Until I'm gonna. Okay. Here we go.
Don't you look at me in that tone of voice.
Okay. One more time. The camera opens in the bright room of the healing hand. At the top of the tower, with the ephemeral Luvia standing behind the desk and Ula calmly walking around and tending to the few patients in the beds. She waves a hand wielding the Rod of Four Moons, the favored weapon of Saloon, over the body of one of the patients. The pallor on the man's face lifts, the sweat dries, and their chest moves rhythmically and regularly. As she does, we see Luvia behind the desk change somehow. Just a little, and in no definable way, but she changes. Then we see a guard step into the room through the portal. A standard guard of Rena with a red ribbon on his wrist. And he comes in and salutes and then drops to one knee. We see Ula make a waving gesture to wave away his formality, and they exchange words. The camera starts to zoom in as we see Ula's typically cheerful face begin to change and become more serious. Her bright eyes and slight smile become hardened. The eyes hold no joy, the smile fades, and becomes a stone face void of emotion. She shakes her head and her face becomes slightly more positive. She waves the guard away, and as he leaves, her face falls again, grim and serious. We see Ula and Luvia exchange words now, very seriously. We see sweat on the brow of Luvia, a fragment of Saloon, immortal and eternal, an angel of one of the oldest gods in existence, begins to sweat. Ula turns away from Luvia, and Luvia falls silent and bows her head in acknowledgement. Ula raises the Rod of Four Moons into the air with one hand, and the other hand is held at her waist in a clenched fist, and we feel the room shudder and shake. We see Luvia change again, and this time it's more visible. It's like something inside of her is being drained. The camera backs up through the walls of the tower as the shaking increases, and we back up far enough to see the entire height of the Tower of the Healing Hand, and we see the Baelors at the front gate, the Anointed. Their golden glowing eyes seem to fade, and a demonic red glow from behind their armored helmets lights up. The tower shudders visibly from here, and the ground begins to warp, not upheave, it warps and twists as if it can't decide what it is. We move forward again, back into the tower. All of the patients are dead in their beds. Luvia is transparent, and Ula opens her eyes and smiles. And then we're back with you guys.
Okay, so hold on. So just I think I was Okay, hold on. I don't think I was quite ready for. So what? Okay, all right. Ooh, hold on now. Let me just a second.
Do we have a time?
Wow.
When the fuck this happened?
Okay. So can you translate outside? What would a person having viewed the narrative camera? What would they conclude that she was doing? That whatever the thing that she was doing, what was she doing it to accomplish?
That's a good question, isn't it? As
all we
far
know
as
is that
you
the ground
get,
was moving outside.
all you know is that the tower shook, the ground twisted, the Baelors became more demonic, and all the people in the beds died.
Oh my god. What the fuck
Yeah.
Okay,
is
so
this
we
hellish
see the tower go
fucking...
nuts?
What was that?
Oh yeah. Would we have seen any of this?
Yes.
Did we see the tower go nuts?
Yeah. So you guys are at the sorting. Yeah, you guys are at the sorting hall. We can actually move over to the city of Rena map because you guys are in Rena and you guys are at the sorting hall meeting the guard. And what you guys saw was the entire Tower of the Healing Hand, all 1,000 feet, started to shake and shudder, almost like there was an earthquake, but you didn't feel the earthquake. And then you felt the ground change. It was like it was twisting under your feet. You didn't lose your footing, but it's like the ground itself was twisting. So you felt something very, very fucked up for maybe 10 seconds, 15 seconds. And then everything went back to normal. I will also say, you know that feeling that you get when a planar key is in your head? That got real strong for those 10 seconds.
Do you think, can I guess?
Yeah, absolutely.
Do you think that Ula is using her power to make the tower and the Baelors and make all this happen and keep those guys alive? And then she, to get her power more into her, took away that from things? So the tower is like less?
Yeah, like that would be my conclusion. But the thing that I think is what I'm trying to figure out is okay. Imagining what the narrative camera saw, did Ula appear any different after she did this than she did before, other than kind of weirdly happy?
The only thing that was weird, is that she went back to being very normal and happy afterwards. Other than that, unchanged.
Okay,
but she was very serious, did something really big, and then went back to being happy and normal.
What the hell?
She is harvesting people, I think.
Yeah, to me that says that she's harvesting people, and I think she's even using what's her name? Sorry, Luvia.
Yeah.
She's using Luvia as like a conduit to suck on Saloon. Suck it.
Oh god, what a way to say that.
Sucking on that Saloon slushy.
Yep.
So I couldn't tell though with the sweat.
Yeah.
If that was exertion and Luvia was controlling Ula, or if Ula was trying to do something to Luvia and she was resisting it, or was just freaked out because this is a fucked up thing she's doing.
Ooh. I can't answer that one. Okay, guys.
What the hell?
Okay, so we are back in the city of Rena. And you're standing there with Cinna, the Tabaxi guard, and a couple other nameless red shirt guards that you're pretty sure are going to die along the way.
Does this tower look any different in the ground and everything? It looks the same, but it feels different?
It looks the exact same. As far as everything got real fucked up for a second. But after that, everything looked pretty much normal. Everything looked pretty much fine after that. No change.
Whoa, Cinna, what the hell was that?
To be totally honest, I'm not really sure.
Never seen something like that before?
Nope, never seen something like that. That's a new one. But I mean, it kind of felt like you guys felt that in your brain, kind of like Ula, right? I'm pretty sure Ula just did something big.
Yeah, she's digging around in there.
Yeah, I'm not really sure what. I mean, hey, listen, we're all safe, we're all healthy. She probably just blew up a demon from a million miles away.
Yeah, that's probably it. And I kind of look at Slump like, I mean, I'm saying that's what it is, but I'm immediately shaking my head no. Like,
yeah. Slump is doing the same thing. He's like looking at looking at Cinna as Galdrick is talking, and then as soon as Galdrick, he's like nodding enthusiastically, and then as soon as Galdrick looks at Slump shakes his head really emphatically, like,
Nah, that's totally not.
that's not what happened.
That's not what fucking happened there.
Well, I mean, yeah, I mean, I don't presume to know what Ula does. She's got some connections to the gods. She's got her own thing going on. So, we'll just trust. Everything's good. Everything always has been good. And Ula works in mysterious ways.
That's not okay. Yeah,
well, isn't that a thing that people usually say about their gods?
Well, yeah, but Ula's kind of like, the resident god here.
Oh,
that's okay.
What do you think Saloon would think if Saloon heard that?
Well, I mean, let's listen. I mean, Ula's kind of like a conduit for Saloon. So when I say Ula keeps us safe, I'm pretty much saying Saloon keeps us safe. It's just Ula's the one down here doing the dirty work.
Oh, well.
Yeah.
In the hallowed words of Ula. Oh, sorry, that was her relative. Yeah, no, she's a great person. Totally not into it for self-interest at all. No, Slump agrees. Yep. Good point.
Of course.
Anyone who disagrees is fucking stupid.
Yeah, no, she's created this wonderful city where all the people who need help get help. And all the people who have help to spare, they help out. It's a wonderful city that we have.
Can Slump ask just a totally random question?
Of course.
What is the rate that people get sick or have crises in Halen compared to the surrounding territories? Just
normal.
Just out of curiosity.
Normal. Roughly normal.
Pretty confident?
Approximately normal. Give or take a pinch. Mostly normal.
What? Okay. When you say a pinch, how much is a pinch roughly?
I mean, no, they get sick. It's pretty regular. It's the elderly get sick, regularly in the old age. Something gets them, but the people at normal age, they're pretty healthy. They don't get sick very often.
Okay.
Have you ever known anyone who had to go up to the tower to the intensive care sort of?
Oh yeah.
Fire?
My grandpa had to go up there.
Wow. Did it turn out okay?
Yeah, no, he came back healthy, clean as a whistle.
Are there any calamities that seem to affect more people than other times? Like any big die-offs, Slump comes from an area where they had what they called the Gorgon flu because Slump comes from an area where there were these little monkey-like animals called gorgons. Okay. And they had the yummiest yum-yums inside their tum-tums, but you had to squeeze them really hard to get it in your mouth.
Okay.
You squeeze them sort of like a Capri Sunbag.
Don't like that. Don't like that.
Until
don't need the sound effects. Thank you.
Pop into your mouth.
Yep. Nope.
And then one day it turned out they all had a tummy tum-tum bug. So when everyone was squeezing them into their tummy tum-tums, they got sick and a bunch of them died. Anything like that happen here ever at all?
No, not many people squeezing monkeys and getting sick off their bad guts.
Well, not that specifically, but any similar sort of, what Slump is saying here.
I mean, not really, not that I can think of. Every now and then, grain gets diseased or moldy, every now and then something happens in a farm, but nothing out of the ordinary. It's all fairly standard.
Okay. Great talk.
great talk. Yeah, no, I think
awesome.
Yeah, no, I think
Slump learned a lot. You learned a lot.
Yeah, perfect. Right. Big learning session for everybody.
Yep.
Great. So real quick, are we safe in assuming that we're all on the same page? That we're all fuck, I'm so bad with fucking names and I don't take notes because I don't have a notepad. The
Sitting at a computer.
shut up. So you know what? Never mind. I don't want to.
Oh no! Come on now!
No,
Come
you gotta
on!
ask
I
it.
don't want to. No, I don't
No,
want
no,
I
you
want
have
to
to.
know.
No,
I
no,
want to
no, you
know.
have to.
Okay,
I'll
Google.
tell you anything.
Open Goldrick's notepad.
I'm gonna take notes in all fucking session. Okay, Google. Now add this. Okay, so Medulla,
Yep.
right? That's the one that we are all suspecting of being a little fucking evil, right? Or is that
Well,
that's the helper?
Now I'm starting to wonder if everybody is like all the leaders are fucked in the head mutually and they have some mutiny against the gods. And maybe that's why we haven't heard anything from the Stones in so long, is because the leaders have been fucking around. But anyways, yeah, we're suspecting for right now that we're pretty sure Ula seems like she's being fucky. Don't really know why.
Gotcha.
Don't really know how, but we're just pretty sure it's the case.
Okay, so Bahamut is like, there's definitely a war of the gods about to happen up here. Like he's already told me that. So, right? Didn't he say that? He's like, he's like, yeah, shit's kind of going fucking weird. Like getting ready for war of the god. Didn't he?
Yeah,
tell me something like
he
that?
suspected that there was a potentially a war in the an uprising or like an unsettling of the pantheon. He did suspect that was coming.
Right. Okay. In that case, especially after this thing happens, and after now I've met Medulla, her name's right. I want Ula. That's right. I want to contact Muhammad. I want to connect with him. I want to say, guys, give me a second. I have an idea, and I want to contact Muhammad.
Hey, Goldrick, what's going on?
Hey, buddy, listen, some shit just went down here. The tower just fucking warped in and out of existence a little bit, and the demons down here are a little fucking weird. Well, not the demons, the Baylors kind of like got really scary looking, and now everything seems to be normal, but some shit definitely just went down over here. Are you friends with, and her god is Celeste?
Saloon.
Saloon.
Yeah.
Are you on speaking terms with Saloon?
Oh yeah, no, she's like the goddess of life. I'm like the god of law. We're pretty tight most of the time.
Okay. I listen. It's just a hypothesis, but you said that that people were you suspected a shift in power.
Well, it's just that. Listen, it's God stuff. Things are totally. You know what? It's on a need to know basis. Things are good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Totally.
Totally.
Okay. Yeah. Totally get that. Okay, but hear me out. I'm pretty sure one of Celeste's Saloon's followers is like staging a coup.
No. You mean Ula? No, she's totally just a really powerful follower. Really, just a faithful.
You don't think there's a little
mortal.
too much power vested in that
Nope,
there?
Definitely
Not even a
not.
little bit?
Nope, definitely
Are we
not.
able to hear this conversation?
Goldrick can choose whether or not to put him on speakerphone.
Speaker.
Hey, I'm gonna put you on with my party here.
Okay, that's a little bit
Hang
weird.
on.
Are they all Bahamut followers? Because that's a little bit weird.
Slump is undecided. Slump
He's
currently
undecided.
prefers
He's
to
looking for
identify
a
as
good sales pitch,
non-denominational, but
Okay.
searching
For a good
for
sales
the
pitch.
truth.
Okay,
Yeah,
well then.
Slump is searching for the truth, undecided right now.
All right.
Thank you. So,
He kills a lot of people, and he's very good at it.
I'm also a giant platinum dragon. That's pretty fucking metal.
I was talking about Slump. He
Oh.
kills a lot of people.
Oh,
can Slump ask you a question?
yeah, of course, man.
How big are you? How many boulders do you weigh?
I weigh roughly 400 bajillion boulders.
400 bajillion. So would a giant platinum dragon that weighed 500 bajillion boulders be better?
Nope,
that
I
be
would eat
like
them. I would eat them,
Bahamut?
and then I would weigh 900 bajillion boulders.
Slump believes in Bahamut now. Slump is a devout Bahamut follower.
Yeah.
Slump
You know what?
likes that. Hey,
Been a while since I did the manual recruiting myself. I still got it. Still got it.
How did it feel? Slump's a believer now.
Yeah, I can feel it. I
Slump
can
wants
feel
you
the
to answer
worship.
Why anything ever went wrong in Slump's life? Can you start answering Slump's extensive line of grievances?
Listen, you are.
Slump has a number of problems you gotta start answering for.
You know what?
Motherfucker.
You
Slump
are.
said he was gonna get taken to Chuck E. Cheese when he was
boy.
9 and he didn't go. Why?
There
Why
was.
did you let that happen?
There was.
Slump hates you. Slump doesn't believe in you anymore.
Damn it! Shit! Fuck! I'm losing my edge. Damn it.
Okay, it's fine. Slump has a question.
Okay.
Okay, Slump's question is, what would you need to see in order to say, ooh, I think that person is trying to do something weird?
Listen.
In terms of someone like Ula, what would you need to be like, hey, that's not okay?
Listen.
Okay.
Ula is real strong. Okay. We all know that up here. But hey, listen, there's like a couple other guards around you. I don't think their security clearance is enough to hear that. Could you tell them, hey, guards?
Slump turns around and squishes their heads. No, he doesn't.
Could you get those guards out of here for just? I need to say something.
Hey, you and you.
Slump is just pointing behind him vaguely.
Get the fuck out of here.
Whoa, I thought we were friends.
Yeah,
Oh,
hold
wait,
on. Slump.
we're having God meeting stuff.
Yeah, it's God meeting stuff. You wouldn't understand.
You don't have a God ribbon.
Oh,
You need a
okay,
God
sounds
You
good.
need a God ribbon.
Do you have a God ribbon?
No,
You have
I
a God
don't.
ribbon?
No, we
Then get the fuck out of here.
Step
Okay.
out.
Get
Okay.
the fuck. Get
wait over
the
there.
fuck out.
Okay.
Go get me a pretzel.
Well, we'll start heading towards Izo. You guys catch up when you're done doing
get
your
me a
god
pretzel.
stuff. Do you really want a pretzel?
I want a pretzel.
Okay. Does anybody else want pretzels? If we're gonna
Yeah,
be
Slump
going.
wants-
yeah, I could.
Slump
Yeah, I
wants
could go for a
pretzel.
pretzel.
Okay. Do you guys want dips? If I get, I'm just gonna
Oh
get.
wait, are they hard pretzels or soft pretzels?
They're soft pretzels.
Oh fuck
spicy,
yeah!
Spicy mustard and dill pickle.
Well, they've got cheese. Is cheese okay?
You better go and come back when you find spicy dill pickle.
I'll ask if they can mix the dill pickle with the spicy, and I'll see if they can do that. But they might only have the cheese. Okay, the cheese and the.
Then, well, this is going to be coming out of your tip.
All right, fine. We'll get a couple. And Lou, you said you wanted one too.
Oh yes, please. And cheese is fine.
Okay, sounds good. All right.
Do they do
Thank
cream
you.
cheese or just regular cheese?
It's like a melted cheddar cheese thing. It's
They
not.
don't do no cream cheese?
I mean, I can ask them, but I don't think they do cream cheese. Does cream cheese exist here? I don't think we have cream cheese. I'll ask. If they don't know what it is, I'm not gonna press them. Okay? Is that okay?
Oh, okay.
Okay. All right. Fine. Well,
Dude, did I just invent cream cheese?
What's up? We're gonna be
You might
millionaires.
have. You just killed a lot of people. A lot of people are going to die because of you. A lot of people. A lot of people are going to die.
Okay, the guards take off. All right, thanks for getting them out. Okay, now listen. As long as someone is how do I Ula is very powerful, and as long
More
as
powerful than you?
I am not at liberty to answer that right now.
Oh.
Let me just say that if hypothetically someone was stronger than a god, it would be in everyone's best interest if that person didn't know that.
Oh.
So maybe we don't go around saying things like that, because that could be a
wow.
problem.
Okay. Now, question for you, just as a newly devout but questioning believer.
Of course, my child.
All right. Kind of weird. Kind
Of
of got a
course,
little second.
of course, my infant.
Oh, okay. We kind of went from creepy to insulting.
Just,
Okay.
just tell me. I will answer anything you want, my little baby infant child, my sweet suckling child. Anything you wish to know, please.
Galdrick is just looking more and more jealous.
My sweet summer child, my little cherub. Please, anything you want.
Slump is looking like he should be feeling insulted, but he's kind of doing the curb your enthusiasm head tilt, like he's going,
Well, I mean, it's kind of nice to be called someone's son. That's kind of fucking rude, but I mean, it is kind of nice that
and he says,
well, what do you know why? Do you know why Dooley Dog would be sending us to talk to Jared Cracker Barrel?
His name's Jared Kane. Let me tell
That's
you,
the
when you meet him, you're gonna want to get his name right. I've met
Okay.
the guy. Zero sense of humor. You know how Ula's got a little. She's a little bit.
Yeah.
Hey, Jared's not
Yeah.
like that at all.
Okay.
So,
Do you know why she's sending us to him?
well, to be honest, I'm guessing so that you guys can find out what's going on with all that mist and stuff, because we've been knocking on Kelimvor's door for a little bit and he's not answering, so we're kind of in the dark about what's going on over there. So
All
maybe you
right.
guys go talk to Kane, you find out what's going on, then you tell us, the gods. Not that we don't already know. We're gods, by the way, so we totally know what's going on. Totally know what's going on.
obvious.
Yeah, obviously. So yeah, you guys, you just you go there and talk to Jared. Be mindful of his temper a little bit, and just show general respect. He's kind of a hard ass. That's why I love him.
Hey, is he yours?
Well, actually, he's my boss's.
Oh, are you on the same level as him?
No. You see, Torm.
Should Slump believe in Jared instead?
No.
Slump is now a Jared believer.
Don't
Slump
do
believes in
that.
Jared.
No, that's very dangerous. That's the kind of
Why?
thing that we don't want to do. All right?
Why?
Because worship makes gods. And if you were to worship someone with the power of a god, you could turn them into a god.
Oh.
So maybe we don't do that. Maybe nobody believes in Jared, but Jared's following Torm. So maybe you could follow Torm. He's my boss. He's a pretty cool guy, but he's not a giant platinum dragon, so he's not quite as cool as me.
Who's Jorm's boss?
Who?
Who is Jorm's boss?
Oh, Torm? No, he's as high up as it goes.
Oh.
Yeah, no, that's he's the old daddy. He's the big daddy.
Oh.
Yeah, he makes all the rules. He's the god of truth, righteousness, and law and order. So he's as high up as it goes. Yep. No, he helped me become a god.
Oh.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
I've got a question.
Yeah,
I've got
sure.
a question.
Yeah.
Hypothetically speaking, if I had 10 followers, okay,
Yeah.
and they were in a bed.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, they're in beds. And I
Yeah.
was like, I will decide if you live or die.
Yeah.
They have absolute faith in me.
Yeah.
Right? They have faith in me. They're giving me power through faith.
Yeah.
Right? And then they die.
Yeah.
Does that faith power still exist? Or now that they're
Oh
dead,
yeah.
I
Oh,
lose
that
10
becomes.
faith power?
Oh no, that becomes a little bit the faith of a dying person. That's about as juicy as it gets.
Okay, but
You-
what? Okay, but what?
You
Okay, but
convert
what if
people
they
on their
die?
deathbed. Ooh, that's the good stuff.
Okay, but what if
And
they
it-
die though?
Oh, that's still good. Still good faith.
I kind of look at the rest of the party.
I don't like it.
Sounds bad.
Listen, you guys, don't worry. I know. Listen, you're all very worried about Ula. Don't worry. Ula's kind of simple. Okay, listen. She's wonderful. She is wonderful and a real delight. I've met her on several occasions and she is a peach. So don't worry about Ula. She's doing her job. She's doing a great job. Okay? And let's not talk about her power. Okay? Let's maybe not steer away from that.
Can Slump ask you a question? Slump doesn't want to take up too much of your time and make it seem like he's asking a narrative character questions to plug at the lore that ostensibly Slump could probably be learning through the campaign somehow. But
Yeah, I appreciate that. Thank you for that.
do you maybe in some sort of superficial way, what do you think drives Ula? And what do you think maybe she's not so good at?
I think she just wants to do good. She's a wonderful person. She wants to
That's
do
it,
good. Yes. That's what I think. And
Do
I'm
you
a
think her
god, so it's
dis-
probably right. I could
Do
ask
you
Saloon if you
think-
wanted.
No, do you think that her desire to do good is more than her desire to be seen as someone who's doing good?
Well, now. I
Okay, thanks.
don't know about that.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's all.
Yeah.
That's fine. Thank you. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's great.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
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 Okay. Ooh.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
No,
yeah.
come on
Ooh,
now.
okay.
Hey,
All right. Okay.
on.
Okay.
come on, Tiger.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
Who's your man? Who's your
Uh,
dragon? Huh? Who's your
You
dragon?
Are. You are.
Yeah, I'm your
Mommy
dragon.
dog.
I'm looking
Yeah.
more and more jealous.
I'm your dragon. All right. Now you guys
Mommy
go on.
dog's a
Now,
dragon.
you guys go on. You guys go on. Go
Okay.
talk to Jared. Okay.
Okay.
Slump just starts walking down the path. Happy as a clam, big smile on his face.
Wait, Bahamut, do you want a pretzel?
Nope. To be totally honest, mortal food's kind of gross.
Oh.
Well, you've never had cream cheese.
Cream cheese. I don't think that exists here. What
You
is
know
that?
what? That one's on me. I'll tell you how to make it. Totally yours. You can be Bahamut, Platinum Dragon, God of all the stuff you already have, and the cream cheese.
No. Slump will do it, and then you love Slump more.
Slump takes his old wheel of cheese out of his pocket and an old heel of bread out of the other, and he chews on the cheese really loudly.
Oh no! Don't do this thing. Oh, no.
It's a holiday.
Oh, God.
and then spreads it across the heel of bread with his like a dirty thumb, and then holds it up to the air vaguely. He doesn't really know where a Bahamut is, so he's just sort of holding it up like someone trying to find Wi-Fi in a room.
See? Creamy.
Oh, that's. Oh.
Creamy. See?
Oh.
Now you gotta like Slump more.
Okay, I love you the most. Oh.
Yahoo!
Connection.
Slump is now just wandering vaguely back and forth, waving a fucking disgusting cheese sandwich in the air.
God.
That made me feel bad in real life.
Okay. You guys, I as long as there's no other distractions, Cinna comes back. He's got soft pretzels for everyone. There's fucking spicy dill pickle dip. There's no cream cheese, and everybody else gets cheese. And whatever bickering that takes place en route, and nothing changes.
Okay. That's good. That's a good way to do it. You gotta do it, or we're gonna sit here and lord it for another 8 hours.
Exactly.
I turn
Good
around
decision.
and think about noodles.
God, no.
Nothing happens. Nothing happens.
Nothing happens. The noodle shop is fucking closed for business.
It's a holiday
How's that
weekend.
fudge wizard doing with his...
It's a holiday
Oh,
weekend
no.
for the noodle
Yep.
golems.
Yep.
Okay. So, holy fuck. We have not even completed the first sentence of my notes because
Oh my god.
we haven't even fucking started.
I love that.
Okay. So, you guys head out of the city, and this will be a 6-day journey. Each night will require rest. Each day requires survival checks. This is stuff for me, so you guys don't hear that. So I'm just gonna assume that the guards these are like city guards. There's not really many wilds guards. People don't patrol the forests. They don't go exploring. They patrol the roads and they keep the villages and cities safe. So when you guys are heading out towards Izo, these guys are not like survivalists. There are no real survivalists for trekking the wild. It's kind of the only people who would do that are the dragon seekers, and they were not like, this is not on their fucking agenda. So you did not get the dragon seekers, and you guys need to make the survival checks in order to kind of navigate your way through the wilds. You do have a map showing you the route from the city of Rena to the city of Avar. But you guys will need to read the map and make your trekking through the wilds. Some of it's on roads, some of it's through the wilds. So I will let two people kind of forge the way between leading, pointing out, reading maps, stuff like that. So whoever the two people for day one would like to be, make some survival checks.
I'm gonna go ahead and recommend it not be Slump.
Probably good, right?
Yeah. It's not Galdrick. I can charm the shit out of a tree, but I can't read a fucking map.
Hey, Jake, do you want to
Okey-dokey.
All right, so roll plus
my
wisdom.
dexterity is -1. I'm pretty
Oh my
sure
God.
that's what it's fucking tied to. So in my
Yeah,
intelligence,
Slump's wisdom is +0, and Slump's intelligence is -1.
Oh my
Let's
God.
start off on a good foot.
It's with
Big money, no whammies. And
Yeah.
I just point at the map.
Yeah, it's wisdom.
Uh-oh.
Nailed it.
Wow, okay, not fantastic. A 10 and an 11. So you guys, this is the, the easiest part of the trek. You are passing through the main field. There's that couple hundred meters all the way around the city of just kind of meadow before it hits the tree line. You're following a lot of roads for this. And it's very open. You're not in much forest, and when you are in forest, it's very bright forest. You walk past a couple villages, and because you're heading north, like none of the disaster in the east has touched this. These are happy, functioning villages. People are going about their daily business, and it's not really that tough of a trek. There's a couple times where you guys get into, kind of a muddy or swampy area. Some of your clothes get a bit dirty. You guys have to spend an hour kind of washing the horses and stuff like that. But it's not too bad. And now you trek through the full day, and as night approaches, it's time to set up camp. You guys are in open fields, light forest, roads. What kind of area would you want to make camp in? Just kind of describe the kind of area that you would be looking for.
don't fuck this up, Jake.
Is this me because it was my role? I think so. Because
Yep.
with an 11, I kind of want to do bad.
Yeah,
So
yep.
I'm going to suggest the highest elevation point we can find
Okay.
to make sure that we can see all around us.
Yeah,
you know?
perfect. Yep.
That's what we really want to be able to do, is make sure it's visible from
Yes,
all
exactly,
possible
yeah.
directions.
Yeah.
I'm used to trying to do this navigating stuff from a ship, so yeah, let's get up high.
Okay.
Oh no, yeah. We really need to be able, at the tippy top, be able to see all
Makes
around us.
I agree.
I think the guards are like, are you sure? Do we really want
Yep.
like the very top?
I mean, like, if it's not super far, I mean, fuck that. We can stop like halfway. But yeah, tippy top, be able
All
to
Just
spin
to
around.
add
see
more to
the-
this, the moment we get to like the tippity top, Galdrick's gonna be like,
Oh my god.
It's a good echo out there. Nice.
view!
See? I told you, I got this.
God. Okay, and so you guys start setting up camp at the very, very top of the hill. And it does involve a fire, and you do get the feeling that you are very, very visible up at the... Well, actually, no, you guys are oblivious. You didn't roll great perception checks. You didn't make great decisions. You feel like this is a great idea, but because the fire is behind you, you can't really see all that far off into the distance. We're not going to do rotating shifts, but we will have one person roll one perception check during the night. Who's the person going to be?
I'll go on guard first.
Okay, perfect. Slump, roll plus wisdom.
Hey.
Hey, it's pretty good. So Slump, as the night kind of goes by, you see a couple kind of later night caravans coming back from Rena as farmers and villagers have finished selling their wares and are returning home from the night. You see one or two hunters roaming around in the low light, and they eventually go back home. And the night itself is very peaceful. It's very dark, but the forest is quiet and everything just kind of goes to sleep. And you don't even really get a sense of looming. Like you are so alert that you would be able to tell if somebody was watching you or if something was stalking. And you feel very, very at ease. You feel very comfortable that nothing is watching you. And I think Cinna is kind of up with you, kind of keeping guard, and he's sitting beside you. And he says, Slump, you guys wouldn't talk to Ula, right?
Maybe. What's it to you, fuckface?
Okay.
Why do you mind your goddamn business?
Well, it's just, I want to know, I don't get to, you guys were in there for a long time. What did Ula say? What did you guys talk about?
What do you want to know?
I want to know, what's she like? Like, you guys made plans. Usually.
Slump can tell you.
Yeah, what did she say?
You ever seen her before?
I've seen her maybe once or twice, only usually to deliver a report.
Oh, I see.
Man, I haven't seen her in probably a year.
She's about 3'1".
That seems inaccurate.
65, 70 pounds.
That seems
dark black hair. She wears in braids.
Were you looking at a doll?
Knobbly.
Each time he does a description, I'm like pantomiming it.
Long, strange ponytails, sort of like triangles.
What are you describing?
A long nose, and she had a really long tongue. She had all these teeth in her mouth.
What are you describing?
She had an arm that came out of her back. It would wag whenever we'd say something nice about her.
Did you see a dog? Did you see a cartoon version of a dog? Did you see a drawing of a dog somewhere? Slump, I'm talking about the leader of Rena. I'm not.
Yeah.
Did you? Are you talking about a drawing of a dog?
Slump is answering your question. Isn't that what you mean?
I know. I didn't ask what she looked. I didn't even ask what she looked like. I asked what she said, and you gave me the description of a cartoon dog. Slump.
Slump saw a squirrel that ran into a tree, and Ula got.
Oh, great! This is a great talk, Slump. Awesome. You know what? Maybe we don't talk. No, that's okay.
I was yelling at him, but she wasn't really saying any words. I was just kind of like.
Great. Hey, maybe you should go to bed, Slump, and I'll handle the rest of the watch myself.
Okay.
I like to think that legitimately happens. Like Slump just fucking wham, fucking falls asleep. Okay. Okay. So the next morning comes and you guys wake up and Cinna looks exhausted from not being able to like trade watches with anyone.
Oh, Cinna, you look terrible.
Slump looks so well rested.
Yeah, Slump looks fucking fantastic. No, it's great. It's great. It was just I had to make sure that you guys got your sleep. Anyways, let's continue on our way. For this next day, let's get another 2 people to roll survival checks.
All right.
It's plus wisdom again.
Okay. Hey!
Damn. Slump has got those big wisdom rolls today.
That's what I'm saying.
Hey, okay. So between the 2 rolls, I think Lou and Jake felt pretty confident in their ability to kind of lead and read the map, and it didn't go great. But this day, it's like it's got that Galdrick and Slump synergy. Galdrick is up on Slump's shoulders, and it's almost like 4 sets of eyes on one being, and just multitasking like crazy. You guys are now traveling through a lot of forest at this point. There's not many roads at all. And the forest goes from bright into some of the deep forest. It's again not on the east, right? So there's no mist in here, but the forest is getting deep. The canopy cover is pretty intense, and it's starting to get darker. But with those rolls, you guys avoid getting lost. At one point, it's a little bit weird. You have to navigate around a couple hills, and you would have gotten turned around and maybe lost half a day going in a circle. But You guys, through your masterful kind of reading of the map and reading the lay of the land, you identify the best path through, and you make a lot of progress on that day, and kind of no setbacks, no injuries, no inconveniences. And this day, you are setting up camp in the deep forest. It is dark. There is no high ground. How would you guys set up the camp in the middle of the deep forest? Slump and Galdrick, how would you guys kind of instruct people to set up camp?
I start making hammocks.
Okay.
Slump would make a defilade, so basically like a crater in the ground, kind of like a big one.
Okay.
He'd dig it out so that it was he'd spend like a couple of hours making, I'm trying to think of the dimensions, maybe like a 10-foot in diameter crater, and the fire pit would be in the center of it, and the purpose is to both conserve heat but also to make it so that the fire's not visible from very far away, because you have to be pretty close to the crater to see the fire.
Gotcha.
And he would keep the fire small.
Okay, awesome. Now, do you cover that, or is it kind of open on the top?
The fire?
This pit that you guys are in.
I'd say that Slump would look for a spot that was between large trees.
Ah, okay.
With like big sort of tangly, like branch structure.
Yep.
So I'd say like he made the crater low enough that when you're in the crater sitting down, you won't be very visible, and the fire won't be very visible, but people that are standing up or walking to and fro would still be visible.
Okay, gotcha. Okay, that's a very nice camp. You guys feel pretty confident, pretty concealed, pretty well hidden in this pretty warm camp. That's a big pit in the ground. And I think Slump, because like Slump is like well accustomed to mining and digging in the green ink. I think you dig this thing out faster than anybody would have expected with your huge size and your knowledge of soil and dirt. Sure. And then the nighttime comes, and I think, why don't we do, so one person chooses to stand watch for the night. Who's going to stand watch for this night?
I can watch.
Okay, Lou, roll a perception check plus wisdom.
Perception. Ooh.
Oh, wow. Okay. So I think because you have this really, really nice camp that's very well hidden, and you can kind of see other people before they can see you, as the night kind of passes into darkness, you hear something out in the forest. And as you're standing there perfectly still, you notice that like you are seeing it before it sees you, and you see 3 massive shapes slowly and very silently creeping through the forest.
Uh-oh.
You see 3 of you've actually seen these before.
Those fucking robot bitches?
No.
Okay.
These are 3 massive spiders.
Oh, yeah.
These,
no, wait. That's right.
Yeah, during Lou's day off.
I hid or ran?
I think you hid during your day off. And you see, they're like giant wolf spiders. These things are massive. They don't have big, thick abdomens. They have long, strong, hairy legs. And they are making almost no sound as they creep through the forest.
Ew.
And because the fire is low in the pit, and you guys are not visible or making noise, you see them creeping past.
Past?
Yeah, they're not coming for you. They're just out in the forest hunting. And with this perception check, you see them before they see you.
I wake up Jake. Jake, there's some really big...
there's some really big spiders. Spiders patrolling.
The spiders.
Spiders, yeah.
Oh fuck! Oh fuck!
Yeah, like
spiders.
big ones. spiders.
Wait, how
They
you
don't
want me
see
to
us.
squish?
No, I don't think so. But I just
I
wanted
mean,
you
you're
to
like
be
a big
aware.
lady. I didn't expect you to be scared of spiders.
I mean, they're really big though. They're like large spiders. They're not just like regular forest spiders.
Okay, tell me what the spider. I'll squish the spiders.
I mean, you're not gonna. But look, they're right over there. Be quiet, also. But look, they're right over there.
I think I'll like when I realize that they're not just in like a bug,
Yeah.
but very large.
Yeah.
I think I'll like shriek into my cloak a little bit, like let out a panic squeak,
Yep.
and then I will immediately start waking up other people because this is out of my fucking comfort zone.
Yep.
I was like,
Wow.
okay, leave the spider. Whoa!
When you wake up Slump, I imagine that Slump would like wake up like really groggily, like
Oh, what? Breakfast in bed?
as he's looking at the spiders, and then realizing that maybe that is not an opinion held by his compatriots.
Yeah, they're like large wolf sized. Like these
Holy
things.
shit.
These things are like bigger than very big dogs. And there's 3 of them, and they are enormous spiders. Like that's how big their bodies are. Their
Oh my
legs
God.
are very, very long.
Okay.
Is the
Let's put
fire
out the,
still
let's
up?
put out the fire. Let's put it out.
Oh yeah, exactly that.
Yeah. Okay. You guys put out the fire.
Yes. Yep.
Okay.
Like Lord of the Rings.
Yep.
Stomping it out
You
at
fool.
Angle. Twitch Tower. Which whatever. What is it called?
that.
Weathertop. got it.
Weathertop. Yep,
Yep.
That's right.
Yep.
Um,
Same deal. Yep. Slump would get his big meat foot in there and just squish the whole thing.
And we're being super quiet.
Ooh.
Wow, +5 is bad.
They're pretty good at hunting in the dark. But
I don't like that. I don't like the way he worded that.
I was
Melissa,
gonna.
Would you like me to roll a stealth check?
No,
I was
ideally anything but that.
yeah, ideally no. That would be that. I think that would end badly for you.
Okay,
I-
I'm gonna say, guys, I'm gonna go check it out. I'm gonna stealthily get closer.
Okay, I was gonna roll this at disadvantage, but a 10 already failed. But if you want to go stealth,
I'm kidding.
okay.
Do
Wow.
we still see them?
Yeah, you can still see them, and with a fucking 10 and a 7, they are absolutely silently creeping through the underbrush. Every now and then you hear the rustle of leaves, but you do not hear footfalls as they are just kind of silently gliding through the forest.
Definitely keep eyes peeled onto them, like not blinking for a second.
Always in vision.
Yeah, if we're in like on like tamped earth or something, it's not going to be loud. I'll go as far as I can where like the ground won't start to make noise. But I'll use my bracelet of almost invisibility
Okay.
just so I can like keep eyes on them. But I'm not a stealthy dude, so I think like I said, if it's tamped earth, I'll like stop before grass and twigs and all that kind of shit.
Okay. Roll stealth at advantage. I was gonna make it a straight thing because you're not, but the invisibility bracelet I think gives you advantage. So roll stealth plus dexterity at advantage. Oh my god. Yeah. Like the fucking karate ninja wizard that you are, just fucking full nighttime predator style, invisibly kind of creeping through the forest. You see the spiders kind of pass by, and at one point they stop. And they kind of raise their 2 front legs into the air. And they start turning around. They look around a little while. And you feel like one looks directly at you. You kind of see the moon glinting off its weird little black orbs for eyes. And then it keeps on turning, and they move off into the distance.
Yeah, I'll wait until I cannot see them anymore.
Yeah.
And then I'll wait that period of time again.
Yep.
And then I'll come back and like uninvisibility myself near Lou.
Yeah.
Oh, he scared me.
Okay, I think they're gone. I don't think they saw us.
Okay, thank you for checking.
Maybe
I
no
did not fear of a
fires.
spider. Yeah, that sounds good. I mean, it's like, what season is it? Do we
Fucking
even need-
spider season,
I
apparently.
guess so, yeah.
Spider season.
Anyway, we're not cold. We can do without a fire.
Yeah, no, it's not winter or anything like that. It gets chilly, but it doesn't get Like you're not gonna get damage from exposure or anything like that.
Let's all just cuddle up to Mr. Galdrick.
Save us, Galdrick.
He's so tiny. Put him in the middle. Everybody hug.
Yeah, everyone hug him.
Here we go.
And you
No,
guys,
his voice is so little.
and you guys make a little Galdrick egg.
Everyone
Oh.
muffle his
Thank you,
screams
Galdrick.
so he cannot alert the spiders.
I was in the kitchen getting a glass of water, but obviously I had my wireless headset on. But I like tried rushing back to stream, but yesterday was leg day, and I'm so fucking dead right now. Like,
Oh my God.
I'm hobbling like a 95-year-old man with arthritis.
Start to run. Jelly legs.
Yeah. Fall down.
Oh.
Okay. And the next day comes by. You did not have to fight 3 giant wolf spiders.
Yay.
Congratulations. That was
Thank
going to be
goodness.
some nightmare fuel combat. But
I can only imagine.
but you guys managed to avoid it. The next day comes by, and why don't we go back to Jake and Lou? You guys make your survival checks as you try to navigate further through the forest.
We got this.
So yeah, plus wisdom. It's just all wisdom all day long, isn't it? Oh
We're
damn!
so good at forests.
Yeah,
Uh,
what's the like terrain ahead look like?
It is this is mostly deep forest at this point. Every now and then you kind of pop out in a huge field, like a massive farmer's field. You get the feeling that these farther away farms kind of stockpile huge amounts of food and bring them into the city much less often than the closer farms. So this is very much like Farmer Maggot's kind of huge fields that you pop out into, but mostly you guys are going into dark forest and there are no roads. It is 100% reading the land. Damn, you guys rolled so fucking good.
Gonna look at what side of the tree the moss is growing on.
Yeah. And you guys very deftly arrive to the border between Hayland and Izo. And I think you arrive there kind of before night, such that you could choose to either set up camp now on this side of the border or cross over into Izo and sleep on that side. Which side would you guys like to camp on of the border?
I think we should stay over here. They
Yeah.
were
Yeah, not a fun.
Yeah, stay on the
welcome
safe
us.
side. Duh.
Yep. Rather than getting woken up by those robot dickheads with some fucking bone to pick. Yeah.
Okay. So you guys have a little bit of extra daylight to kill because you choose, you couldn't get that far into Izo, so you stay on this side and you make camp on this side. Now, Jake and Lou, why don't you guys tell me a little bit about how you want to set up camp? This is very deep forest again, right near the border, that kind of faint, just barely perceptible blue arcane field that separates the two provinces. How would you guys like to set up camp?
Lou, do we want to like shield ourselves from prying eyes on the other side, or do we want to be able to see the other side?
Oh, can we do like that one-way police glass? That would be ideal. Can you just make that? Just weave it? Like you just like zippity pappity and then you got that glass? Have you
I
tried saying
want, to
zippity
say, I want to
pappity?
say yes. Hold on. You do the thing. You did the trees and the thing. The okay, hold on. And I just
Yeah,
like take out my book and sit down.
And Slump says,
Yeah, Slump agrees and he'll be right back. He's got to meditate.
I'm gonna grab a soda, I'll be right back.
Yeah, sounds good.
So I'm
So when he's-
thinking
when
what
he-
we can do is if we find like a fallen tree, we can do sort of like the fucking bivouac style, like with the angular thing, and then underneath like the leaves and shit. Can I use my shield? I don't think I can keep it up that long, can I?
Yeah, no, that seems crazy to keep it up all night kind of thing. Do you not have illusory terrain or something? Oh no, yeah, no, I give you the spells. You sure as fuck
Yeah,
don't.
yeah.
no.
So question. After they say like, can we have the one-way glass? Can I load
because I have
Yeah.
whatever. Can I use my bow
Yeah.
and like load 3 arrows into it?
Yeah.
Twistle it all, do all sorts of shenanigans.
Yeah.
Can I set us up like a makeshift like hobbit shelter with exactly what she's asking for?
What?
I
Like
know.
if I burn 3 slots, can I just shoot the ground? And like,
Oh, that's right. You get support spells.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Utility spells. So you can basically, yeah. Burn 3
love
fucking
it.
slots. Yes, you can.
Wait, at what level is the cutoff?
I think it's still level 2.
Oh, okay, never mind.
Okay. Yeah, so 3 level 2 spells. You're creating like illusory terrain kind of thing?
Kind of. I'm trying to imagine like a I don't know. Imagine like a hobbit house. I just want to like pop up out of the ground, like, and then like it has like a window that's like right up against the thing. That's a one-way sort of thing.
Yeah.
Or, sorry,
This is
2-way
the
glass.
best.
I think it's like
Leomund's tiny hut. You could do that.
Yeah.
oh shit. Yes. Okay, perfect. Yep. Create that and then like maybe okay, perfect. So burn the 3 slots. And
Okay.
Galdrick, it's so weird to have these powers. Like your gun did mystical and wonderful things, but a lot of them were forms of damage in active combat. And this time, it's like shooting houses that like sprout up out of the ground. Like you load your crossbow, you fire a bolt into the ground, and the ground kind of swells up and creates this little hobbit hole. Then you just fire a shot into the window and it creates this, you guys on the outside see nothing, but then when you go into the house, you can see through it and you have basically a hobbit house fucking one-way police glass fucking abode. You guys feel like you
Like
can...
that?
Damn, yes, exactly like that. Thank you. This is amazing.
I could have done that last time too.
Well, we'll just
No
do
one
it going forward.
asked!
I will.
I
Got a
want to
weird
walk
new
up to like
weapon
this
now.
overly large door, which is clearly big enough for Slump to walk through. I want to open the small portion that's my size on the very bottom.
A little Galdrick door.
It's like a doggy door.
Yeah,
but it's a Galdrick door.
exactly.
I want to say that Slump is so used to like taking Galdrick's lead and everything that even though the door Slump slides, Slump is trying to fit through the Galdrick size part.
Oh my god.
Slump, what do you do? I just like open the door, like
So Slump to like look at it like,
Why did you just go through that one?
I can't reach the handle.
Oh, come on now, Teeny Todd. Everybody can.
as Slump reaches to the door handle 7 feet off the ground.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so are we in our next camp? Is that where we're
Yeah,
at,
this is
basically?
this is the next
Okay.
camp. That's a little
Okay.
hobbit hole with one-way police glass on it. Let's have whoever wants to stay up this night roll a perception check.
I'll do it.
All right,
I got it.
plus
I got it.
wisdom.
My house, I'll do it.
Yeah,
What's perception again?
wisdom.
Okay, I got this. No problem. Here we go. I got this. No problem. And okay, hit the button 4 hours ago. It just says rolling the
Oh.
dice.
Oh. Oh. Okay. You just make the DC. So the way this plays out, because you are on night 3 on Halen's side and you met the DC, you are staying up at night and you hear something outside. It doesn't sound like the spiders from the night before. This sounds like people trying to be sneaky, and you hear a little bit of whispering. Like, oh, shh, hold on. This still wasn't here. What is this? And you look out the window and you see these 2 humans in dark clothing kind of prowling around, and they're kind of touching the hill, and they're like, you think there's someone in this? What is this? Is this a house? What is this? And they are slowly creeping around towards where the door is.
Okay, I want to be inside.
Yep.
And
I want to say that Slump gets up at this time, so like just in case your idea sucks, Slump can save us. No, go ahead. Just in case.
Okay. I'm gonna finish eating the sandwich. Fuck. Okay, so what I do is I put Galdrick's hood up, the thing that like makes him sound all like this, like crazy.
Yeah.
And I want to just start chanting.
Oh my god.
Okay, well, hold on.
Holy
that was similar.
shit.
That was similar to my idea. So maybe how about we try? We'll do an iterative. It'll be like an escalation of force because Slump's first idea was gonna be to go up to one of the walls and start going like a grizzly bear or something. Like
oh my
across a
god,
grizzly bear den. And then maybe if they're like, oh, it's a grizzly bear. Like, what's he doing here? Then Galdrick can come in and make it sound like a crazy grizzly bear summoning hermit.
Okay. I like to think of this. Galdrick starts making that chanting sound. And Slump starts snoring like a fucking grizzly bear. Galdrick, roll intimidation at advantage. So that is plus charisma at advantage.
That's a 1
How's your charisma? Oh.
and 5.
Okay. Yeah, the
My charisma's
23.
max.
The 23. You see these guys kind of creeping around the side. Like, you think somebody's in there? And then they hear you guys like, what the fuck? What the fuck is that? What is in there? And then like the snoring starts. Look, oh no. This is one of those evil cultist church things. And they just start fucking taking off. And one of them like pushes the other one down onto the ground and like kicks him and just takes off. The
Like,
other
as they start to run, I want to be like, bring me the blood of the cruel.
the guy who like got pushed down starts getting up, like just throws his dagger behind him and just fucking starts running.
As Galdrick says that, I want Slump to now be getting like into the narrative, and Slump like stands up and shouts as loud as he can,
Yes, Father, I heard them just outside.
Oh my. You hear screaming in the distance. You hear just screaming and wailing.
You know the scene from Dungeons and Dragons with Jeremy Irons when he's like, the sky.
Yep. Oh my god. Okay. So the night passes. You avoid another night of incidents thanks to some decent perception checks. And Dave, what?
Well, as the kind of day dawns, Galdrick, did you tell us that happened? I guess we would have heard you being.
Unless I woke you up, you probably not.
Oh.
If you're
Wait,
like, what did you go on last night? I'd be like, no, not really. Also, I want to go outside and I want to get the dagger that he dropped behind and I want to put it in my pocket.
Nice, yes.
Oh shit. Okay, you have just a fucking basic iron dagger. You can write that down.
Okay. Wow. Okay. All right.
Listen, a couple of shitty thieves tried to steal shit from you guys while you slept, and you've caught them and scared the shit out of them.
Adding to my notes, shitty dagger.
Yep, there you go. Perfect.
This will
Just
come back
kidding, I
around
don't
for
have
sure.
notes.
Okay. Day 4 dawns. And now you guys need to cross into Izo. And Cinna and the guards, they turn to you guys and they say, all right, well, we don't have marks, so we can't go with you. You guys are gonna need to go by yourselves. Just yeah, no, we can't go. We'll be. We don't have papers. We don't have marks. They'll throw us in prison. So we're not gonna.
Why wouldn't you bring those with you? I don't understand.
Oh no,
Did
we
you
weren't
forget
given.
them?
We weren't given marks by Ula.
What was the whole fucking point of you coming?
To protect you on this
You needed
side.
to get us to the corner of this fucking place.
I just wanted to get you guys you know, to the border safe. It's better than
Hey,
nothing.
Cinna,
Yeah.
Cinna,
Yeah.
And Slump puts his hand on Cinna's shoulder.
Yeah.
remember,
Yeah.
remember,
Mhm.
Ula's favorite thing, tummy rubs, scratches behind the ear, okay?
I feel like you're talking about a cartoon dog
Okay,
again.
all right.
And Slump just turns around.
Okay, and you guys pass through the border into
Bye,
Izo.
Senna. Be careful about the spiders and stuff.
As
Yeah.
a side note, I'm playing the WoW soundtrack in the background, and just as this started, I think it's like fucking Duskwood started in my fucking ears. It could not be more perfect.
Yes, that would be very appropriate if Blizzard wouldn't sue me.
Yes, also fair.
Yeah. And you guys cross into Izo in the deep forest. And I will have Galdrick and Slump make the survival checks again. So plus wisdom.
Rolling dice.
Rolling dice.
Still
Rolling
rolling dice.
the
Yep.
dice. The
Still
dice are
rolling
being
them.
rolled. Okay, there we go.
go.
Not great. Galdrick?
What do you
Still-
want from me?
still
Just
working
roll
on
the
it?
dice.
Okay. Roll 20, please. Please roll 20. Come on.
knows
now.
we're leaving.
I
what
know,
it is.
that's
It
what
knows
it
we're
is.
Fucking leaving. This
It-
is the ex-girlfriend that like heard from a friend of a friend that you're thinking about breaking up with her.
Yep.
Being a complete bitch.
Oh my God. Okay. Fuck.
I don't know what to tell you. There it goes.
Okay, there we go. Holy shit.
Worth the wait.
Okay.
Wow.
So Slump is having a bit of a hard time navigating now that the landscape has changed a little bit. And
I
it
kind of want to
has.
like, take Slump and like just turn him 180 degrees and be like, wrong way, pal. Wrong
Yeah,
way.
exactly.
That's where we came
Slump,
from. You
Slump
can tell,
looks
'cause that's where
equally
Santa's still
satisfied.
standing.
Slump looks equally satisfied with the new direction as he did the old direction.
Yeah, that
Just
sounds
like
about right. Yep.
He's not disappointed that he was headed the wrong way. He's just happy to be walking.
Yep. Yep. So you guys are heading through the deep forest, and you start at the end of the day to break through the deep forest into the brighter forest. But it feels different here. The trees are growing thinner. They don't grow as thick as they do in Hayland. The leaves aren't as bright. Everything here, it's almost like it's been washed with a gray tone, just a little bit. And if you lived here, you wouldn't notice it. But because you've been spending so much time in Hayland, you feel it. I don't know that you even notice these things, the actual aspects of the environment being different. You just kind of get that feeling that makes you kind of, like bring your shoulders up a little bit kind of thing. Just kind of tenses your shoulder muscles just a little bit. And sorry, like every one of these rolls triggers like 100 things. And so I'm trying to keep track of where you guys are along the series of triggers. So night 4, how would you guys like to set up camp? It's kind of into the thinning forest. The trees are not thick here. The canopy cover is not great. And the ground is a little bit more tumultuous than where you've been in the past.
Don't worry, I got this. So I slept, which means I recharged my spells, right?
Yep.
Okay. All right. I want to do it again.
Okay.
Except this time, I want it to be higher up. I want it to be at fucking treehouse.
Oh shit.
Oh.
Okay.
And what I want to do is I want to say, everyone gather around, come here, stand around me, slump up. Okay. And then I want to stare at Slump, and I want to like pull the string back on my crossbow. Just like I just completely keep eye contact with them. All right. Everyone around? Jake, come here.
Okay. Shit, hold on.
And I want to aim like at our feet and say, don't move. And I want to like fire just like 1, 2, 3 into the ground. And I want to like it to like shoot us up. Like there's no ladder. There's no getting down. There's no P breaks.
I love it.
We're in the air now.
Yep. So yeah, you guys watch Galdrick just go punk, punk, punk into the ground. And it just kind of sits there and you guys are just standing there. Nothing's happening. and then all of a sudden the ground just kind of shoots up from under you, but it's not a pillar. It's like a platform or shooting out of the ground, lifting you up, and it attaches itself to the branches above as these walls kind of fold up, Game of Thrones style around you guys. And there is no rope down. There's no ladder down. You're like 20 feet in the air with no way down.
Oh my God.
And then the third arrow activates and the floor disappears, but you don't fall.
Oh my God.
You get the one-way mirror on the floor.
Slump
Oh my
looks
God.
like a cat that doesn't understand that it's not falling, and he's just like splayed out on his back, just panting.
Yes.
Slump, it's okay. Slump, it's okay. It's solid. It's breathe. Breathe. And I kind of want to tap the glass. I want to tap the glass and be like, see, it's solid.
Slump throws a big away.
Imagine the vomit just like smears everywhere like
Yep.
liquid on glass. Like,
So Slump is still panting and rolling around on the ground, so he's just making puke angels in it.
Oh God, this is fucking disgusting. This is awful.
why are you like this? Lick it up! Lick it up!
Is there any way out? Like, are
No,
we
there's no
contained
way
in this?
out. No,
God.
you're all
This-
in here with this.
Hope you didn't need to pee.
God.
So thanks for vomiting. It's definitely not going to be an episode of Family Guy in here now.
Oh my
No,
God.
no, hold on. How, in your mind, if I were to use my shield to like punch a hole in this magical construct,
Yeah.
can I do that?
Oh my God. Yeah, sure. I guess so. Yeah. Because it basically created a thing and then you're like punching a hole in it. So yeah, sure.
There. So sort of like a small hole that's like a little bit on the ground and a little bit on the wall, so we can just sort of like push Slump across the floor and all of his vomit can spill out onto the forest floor.
Oh my God. Okay. Yep. That happens. And then it's all better. And this doesn't have to exist in my brain anymore.
And then I'll just gently place a tree branch over the hole. Okay, camouflage.
We've been getting like some pretty regular art, and I hope this is a piece.
Oh no.
Oh my. Nope.
I hope the
nope,
tree.
nope,
I hope the puke tree house is kind of a piece.
I really hope it never is. I hope for all time
I
this
kind of hope
never.
it's like only everyone who's here for this episode understands it. Like it's just like an outside view of this tree house, with like a little hole in it with some liquid falling out.
Oh
and
my
only-
God. No.
I'm just saying.
Yuck.
So, some dwarf adventurers walking down beneath.
Oh no.
Gets hit by this as his passes and looks at his. Oh, there must be a rather large bird up there.
Oh, fuck me. That's disgusting. What an awful thing you guys have created inside my fucking brain. God.
Could you imagine walking through the forest and hearing Slump like heaving in the trees but not being able to see it?
Oh my,
Nightmare.
that would be terrifying.
Very,
That
very
would,
bad.
yeah. I would just fucking tell the legend of the haunted fucking forest at that
yeah,
point.
that's how that happens.
Yeah. Okay.
I would
no.
like to commune with Horsebus and just let him know that I miss him.
Aw.
Because
my
we were,
mind.
this is the alternative when we can't Horsebus.
Too right.
Hey,
in my
little buddy.
mind. Oh God, go! Oh God, no! I
Oh,
want
hey, little buddy. I'm sorry you got to deal with that. I sure wish I could have got you there way faster. There would have been no tree puke.
Oh no, it's okay, buddy. Just, are you doing good?
I'm doing just great. I think we left a little horsey in my tum-tum, and they're keeping me company in the void.
Oh my God, this is the worst thing I've ever
We
heard.
There.
dropped the horse off, didn't we?
They're kicking up a storm in here. I don't think they like it.
But I sure do.
They're making a lot of noise.
Oh my God, this
But
is
no
a
one can
nightmare.
hear them scream in here.
Well, big buddy, if there's no food, you might just want to eat them so he doesn't starve to death. That's a pretty rough way to go.
Oh, I'll get around to that eventually.
Okay, have fun.
You
It was good to talk to you again.
Oh boy.
Wow, we let the horse out. Didn't Goldrick get his like horse deposit back?
Yeah, oh, that horse. Yeah, no, that horse you did. That horse you did
What
give
other
back.
horse was inside?
You've transported a couple armies a couple times and a whole bunch of villagers and stuff.
So, okay, so we just forgot. That's fine.
Someone miscounted the horses.
Can't be at 100%. Snack for horse bus.
What? We're in the branches. Is there any weird like wildlife up here or anything?
It's all gonna congregate to eat Slump's vomit.
Yeah, oh my
Yeah.
god. You get to find out
Changing a
what,
whole ecosystem.
yeah, I get to see what kind of really fucked up bugs live here. So whoever's keeping watch, feel free to roll the wisdom perception check for this night.
I haven't done it yet, but I also don't want to.
You're the only one that hasn't done it, so you have to.
You do have to.
I feel like
many
Jake
things.
keeps on trying to pretend like he's sleeping and everyone
Yeah,
else.
exactly. Oh, I don't know, guys. That one spell really took it out of me. I made the hole in your magic, and your magic is so powerful. It was so hard to use my magic on your magic. I need to, yawn. Oh, stretch.
Says yawn.
Slump looks dubious until he goes, oh, yawn, and Slump goes,
Wow, he was so tired he even said it. He really must be talking out.
I'm so glad you understand. Okay, good night.
I think Slump even goes the extra step and tucks him in and then agrees to take the shift.
Oh my god.
okay.
Okay. Yeah. All right, Slump.
So
Roll.
what am I rolling?
Roll plus wisdom to keep a
I'll
lookout.
leave Slump my Tupperware of infinite peanut butter and jelly.
bad idea.
Oh boy. This
Okay, we're in a tree.
So honestly, so basically what happens is Slump tucks Jake in
Yes.
and then immediately
Yes, exactly. That's fucking
Immediately
exactly
falls
what
asleep.
happens. I think it's kind of arguing for a little while. You guys all tuck yourselves in, feeling like Slump is going to convince Jake. But then Jake convinces Slump and goes to bed. And literally, as soon as Jake falls asleep, Slump just fucking face plants and is dead asleep.
Oh no.
Now, here's the worst part. The next morning comes. And as far as you can tell, nothing happened.
Oh, I hate that actually.
Yeah. Okay. It's no one saw anything.
Perfect.
So I like to think, Slump, you wake up before everyone else. And as far as you know, you did stay up the whole night and nothing
I was
happened.
just gonna say,
Yeah.
I imagine like Slump would like,
Yep.
and then get up and like just look around like he's been on duty the
Yep.
entire time.
Exactly.
Not even dishonestly. He just
Exactly.
thinks he
Yes.
was awake.
Exactly. That's just it. Slump, legit. The perception check was so bad. You didn't even perceive that you fell asleep. As far as you know, the fucking night passed and you didn't see anything.
Have you ever had those nights where you feel like you just close your eyes, then open them again? It's been like
for
a
Yes.
second.
I-
But
yeah.
it's like hours of. Okay.
Totally.
I had about 14 weeks of that. It was called infantry training.
Yeah, no kidding.
Woke up in strange places, no idea how I got there.
Okay. So day 5 happens. And let's get who are the next two? The next two are Jake and Lou to roll wisdom survival checks as you guys are continuing your 5th day of continuous travel into Izo.
Yeah.
Damn, you guys are rolling really fucking good. So on day 5, you guys are passing so far into Izo, and you're following this map perfectly. No trips, no falls, no circles, no ugly calls, and you start seeing villages and towns. But you don't see much of the village or town because almost every single one has walls around it. Large wooden stakes in some cases, low kind of spiked barriers in other cases. Some of them have like metal walls. And a lot of these walls look very beat up. One or two of the cities that you pass by are actively under siege. You see armies of people trying to ram down the gates. And at one or two, you see what looks like an army on both sides standing around watching two people fight. And as you guys are kind of winding down for the day, a group of 10 orcs on horses come riding straight for you. They're not at like battle pace, but they are very pointedly marching directly towards you guys.
Oh, first welcoming party.
And
When I see the honorable duel happening, I'm like, I like this place.
And
what are the can we see the orcs like armed in armor?
yes, you can. They all have white gauntlets on their chests.
Wait, like handprints, or there's like a dangling gauntlet?
Oh, sorry, the mark, the mark of a white gauntlet. And Galdrick, I think, why don't you roll plus intelligence for a religion check? I think it's intelligence.
No, I'm actually think it's wisdom.
Let's see, religion check.
I want to say religion is wisdom.
Oh my god, it's intelligence.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay. Damn. I mean, it's only a +1 difference. What's the fuck?
Okay, so you can't, you know that you've seen that symbol.
I just shouted out, "Oh my god, it's the Order of the White Fist!"
Okay, great. Yep. That's what Galdrick shouts out.
What is that?
Is that Torm? Does he fist white dudes?
Oh my god.
If so, sign me up as a new follower.
But yeah, I think as Jake says that, you do remember that is the symbol of Torm.
Oh
wow.
And these guys,
Look at that.
these guys do kind of ride up, and they all have spears. They point their spears at you and they say, You've come from Hayland, right?
Hi!
You listen here, you filthy green-skinned fuck. Slump was talking to Teeny Tot. Hi, how are you?
Hi, how you doing? Hi, yeah, we're just looking for some sugar.
Great.
Could you explain to us that gathering over there? We saw
what the hell's
a couple of
happening?
people look like they were fighting.
Are you winning?
Well, that's not us, but we will be checking your papers. Papers, please.
Oh, okay.
That's a good game.
Slump just immediately just pulls out his mark and hands it straight to the guy.
Yeah, so
It's this and that.
yeah, you guys all extend your right hand palm up, and that little mote of light hovers above your hand. And they all stop for a second and look at each other. You're here from Ula.
Yeah, we're here to see Jared.
Yep.
All right. You won't mind if we just verify those marks real quick?
Well,
Yeah,
what
of course,
does
go right ahead.
verify mean?
Yeah, go right ahead.
He pulls out like
Go right ahead.
pulls out a stone kind of circle. It's like a stone disc with the center punched out. It's like one of those frisbees with no center kind of thing, except it's made out of stone. And he says, "We're just going to pass this over that hand. Make sure that mark doesn't go away."
As I insert it into the hollow, I want to be like, ooh.
Oh God!
As Slump does it, he goes,
Yeah.
Hold on, I just want to see if I can get any emotion out of these orcs. That's all I'm trying to do.
I think as he passes it over your hand and you go, "Ooh, ooh," his face kind of scrunches up a bit.
as they're doing it to Slump, I want
Yeah.
Slump to like bite his bottom lip a little bit and say,
It's been so long since Slump has had this done.
Oh God. I think he kind of stops, like he put like a couple of the fingers go through and he kind of stops and Slump has this reaction. And his face he like closes one eye and looks away, and then like through the side of his eye watches for your hand kind of thing.
So mind you, I'm also doing this because I know Jake doesn't have an authentic
Yep,
one.
thank you. I am having a panic attack over here. I have a
They
plan.
get so disgusted and confirmed with ours, they're like, okay, just fucking go.
Okay, so in case that doesn't happen, I am taking advantage of this to do a thing. Go ahead, you do it yours.
Oh, I was gonna say, like, as the guy like closes his one eye and is like looking out like he's, squishing a spider or something.
Yeah.
I want Slump to like have a full body shiver as
Oh,
his whole hand through it, and then as he's pulling the stone ring back, someone's going slowly.
oh my God. Oh my God. What the fuck? I literally promised this would not be an ERP episode. I actively promised that. Fuck me.
I want to start doing like the two sexy girls are kind of like cat scratching on Slump,
Oh
like,
my God, what the
I'm just
fuck?
like, I'm just really selling it. I'm really trying to
Okay,
sell it.
I'll tell you what we'll do. Each person who tries to do something fucking disgusting, so we'll do Jake last. Let's have every other person roll persuasion.
Oh no.
So roll plus charisma Galdrick.
All right.
Holy shit.
God.
Back at Jake and I just give the biggest wink ever.
Oh my God.
Well, I will hold my plan likely and see if it happens the next time this fucks us up.
Holy fucking shit. Okay, so I think basically this is going to work with a natural 20. I do want to see the other two rolls just to see how this plays out narratively. So Slump.
Yes.
What the fuck?
Yes.
Oh my God. Okay. So a natural 20.
Fucking awesome.
Yeah, a natural 20 plus the maximum bonus for the very first one. And I think it is such a, like, it's got some holy juice behind that uwu. It's like it's a fucking divine uwu that kind of rattles the soul of this fucking orc as he's trying to do this. And he's super shaken. He is absolutely rattled as he takes this over to Slump, who is just like absolutely orgasmic about this. And like when he gets up to Lou, like he almost can't even do it. He almost can't even fucking have this thick fucking thing
know
go.
what we would do in this situation.
Just make dead eye
I was gonna
contact.
say, I was like, yeah, just like that unbreaking eye
That's
contact.
what it would be.
Yeah. And he can't, like, as each one passes, he finally, like, he's just like, whatever, you know what, whatever, they're obviously real, that's fine. I don't know why it's giving you guys so much pleasure to do this. I didn't think that's what the mark did. No, that's
Slump
okay.
thinks there might be something wrong with him. He might want to do it one more time just to
No,
be sure.
that's okay.
Just
I
one
think
more
I
time.
don't.
Slump might be fraudulent.
No, I'm pretty sure it's real.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure
You
they're all
sure?
real. I'm
Slump's
not
okay
doing
with
this
just one
anymore.
more?
Okay.
All right.
Oh my God. All right. Wow, you guys from Hayland are really weird. What does Ula do to you guys?
How do you think she
you
gave
like
us
to
the
know?
mark?
Oh my God. All right. Well, what are you guys doing here in Izo anyways?
I look at Lou.
We're here to see Jared. We're on a mission of communication.
Diplomatic mission.
Okay, you
We're on a
guys.
diplomatic mission to speak to Jared.
Yeah.
Okay, you guys know the way.
Could you maybe just refresh us? It's been a
Yeah,
while.
just give us a solid refresher, please.
Yeah,
Yep.
absolutely. Right there on your map where it shows the way to go to the place, you just follow it.
Yes.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
There you go.
it
Yeah.
actually says it on the fucking map.
Yep, exactly. The X marks the spot. Now, you guys asked about what's going on with that honorable duel over there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, sometimes, well, not sometimes. Every time you request entry into a city, there is honorable combat. This is,
What?
yes, it's an ancient tradition. I've got the notes here about it.
Could you maybe tell us?
Yeah,
What
as
the
soon
fuck?
as I find my notes, I will tell you.
You can
Yeah.
tell us anytime today? Hello?
Yeah, here we
Hello?
go. Here it is. So
Hello?
yeah, it's Izo custom. Send your greatest warrior to do battle with the greatest warrior of the town that you're going to visit.
Is it,
Now-
is it like to the death, or is it like?
No, definitely not to the death. I mean, honestly, these days it's more of a tradition than anything else. Back in the day, it was to gauge the worthiness of a group to see if they were deserving of entry into the town. But also having your greatest warriors fight each other and not kill each other was a clear sign of intent to have a peaceful discussion. But these days it's just kind of tradition. So that's just what happens when you're trying to enter a town.
What happens if somebody dies?
Whoever does the killing is clearly the villain, and then it's war.
Okay,
Sounds like a pretty shitty system.
Yeah, that's a bad system. That's a bad system. Where we're from, we just say, open the gate! And they go, opening the gate! Like, it's pretty...
Oh, great, and then you just kill everyone that's inside. And that's really
the
easy.
city's still there and everyone's fine.
Oh, you guys don't fight?
No,
No, not really.
Why bother?
Oh. So
Looks
are you
better.
guys well defended over there?
Yup.
Oh no, not at all.
Yeah.
Just punch me
Yeah.
down.
Oh, yeah.
Really well.
Go ahead.
We've got catapults and trebuchets
Fire
and
traps.
Horses.
dragons
It was crazy. This one guy had
We've got
brain melted his
Very
eyes.
dangerous.
The group was crazy.
We've got a lot of
There's the
things.
flames,
Flaming unicorn trying to punch people.
Well, okay. Holy shit, I get it. Okay. Understood. Whoa. Okay, really well defended. Okay. All right, well, anyways, that's the way we do it here. Whether or not you guys like it, if you want to enter a city, there's going to be a little bit of a fight.
Okay.
That goes the same for
so I'm
Avar as
looking
well.
forward to this.
Yeah, it looks
Okay,
like
so I have a
it looks
question,
like you
though.
got a
What
pretty
if
big
we-
warrior, anyways.
So what if we want entry to a city and we duel and we have a good duel, but we lose the duel? Do we get denied access to the city?
The city kind of gets to decide. If you're beaten easily, you'll probably be rejected. But as long as there's a bit of a fight, and you look worthy enough, they'll let you in.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cute. Super cute.
Great.
I
Well,
immediately get up on the Slump's
Cool.
shoulders and I just start massaging him like a boxer in the corner.
Oh, it's been so long.
Okay,
Since
yeah.
Slump has tasted the life juice of another person.
this is
Well, maybe we pump the brakes because you're not supposed to kill the other dude.
No, don't worry.
We're talking about man
Don't
juice,
worry.
not kill.
When-
Don't worry about it.
Okay.
When Slump uses bare hands, he can't help it.
okay. Great. Well, you guys know where you're going. You got the verified marks. Just don't go wandering around too much.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Yeah.
Thanks.
This has been
Maybe.
so nice, like really nice. What are your names?
Well, I've got a name, and it's a good
I
one.
actually heard the double click in the background, like
Name generator.
my name is Thorin Grip Silverhood. What the fuck kind of name is that? Next.
No, my name. Well, you guys don't understand the naming system here, so you're gonna make fun of me when you're gonna make fun of it.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, probably.
We would
He's
not.
still-
Well,
He's still looking for a good
Slump's thinking
name.
about it.
Yeah.
Listen, my name. Well, okay.
He's looking at chat. I'm just looking at chat, waiting for him to pick out a name from chat.
No, my name is Cannon Fodder. You don't. No, it's not that funny. It's not that funny.
is that
Okay.
a family name? or
It's
is
the
it like
naming
a-
system we get. Okay. Listen. It's an honorable name. Okay. I am the one. I'm on the front lines. Okay.
Yeah. Oh God. Oh, that's so good.
I'm out-
really far forward.
It's okay. It's
Slump
Cannon.
hopes he gets to fight you, cannon fodder.
Okay. Great. Wonderful. That's great.
Well,
I'm so glad. See. Wow.
listen. You might can't you change your name? Can't you change your name to like Carl?
No,
Anything
it's-
else?
I have another name, but we get,
Okay, can
Nick-
you pass a
nicknames.
message
Like a
on to this
designation?
warrior that Slump's gonna be fighting?
you're going to be going to Avar then?
Sure.
Yes.
Yeah, I can. You want to warn the warrior that you're going to face at Avar?
No, just pass the message on.
Okay, it's going to
Yeah,
have to be
Slump-
real
Slump-
simple. If
Yep.
it's got more than one syllable, he's probably not going to get it.
Basically, communicate the message that Slump hopes that he's harder than cannon fodder because Slump is taking shits harder than you.
I get it. I get
Slump
it. That
wakes
was-
up with a dick harder than you.
Okay.
That's actually true.
Yeah, you know what? I
have a
believe that one. That one. That
You
one.
have a problem.
It's a medical condition. It's humiliating.
No, it's not the other day, you were still sleeping, but it was there and it was talking. Okay, it's fucking weird.
Oh my god.
It's done that before. It keeps telling Slump to burn the place down.
Oh my.
Oh God!
Your morning erection tells you to
Yes.
burn the place down?
Yes.
That's a problem. Also, that's kind of metal.
Yes.
So.
Yeah, it's kind of cool.
Okay. Well, I'll let him know at Avar that he is a lot harder than me. Okay. Listen, I'm called Ken.
Yeah.
Okay. Great.
No,
This has
Slump
been.
believed you.
Mm-hmm.
Bye, Cannon. I love you.
Okay. Great. Hey,
Wow,
thank you for choosing.
You're really scary. You're really scary.
Yep.
Slump is really scared.
Sometimes
Bye,
I
Mr.
hate my
Fodder, I
job.
love
Yep.
you.
Okay. Now, no, I liked Cannon
Bye.
better.
All right, see you later.
Oh,
liked-
okay. Bye, Cannon. Bye, Mr. Cannon.
Thank you. Thank you. I will see you guys. Hopefully never. Bye.
All right. Okay, bye.
Galdrick literally has like offended Pikachu on his face right now. Like,
Like as they're turning away, like the last orc kind of like points at his eyes and points at you guys and points at his eyes kind of thing. And like that kind of
Slump is looking at him, and once he does it the last time and turns around, Slump looks at Galdrick and says,
Slump thinks he wants him to eat his eyes.
no, that's not what he does.
Slump would do it.
No,
Slump will do it.
no,
Slump's willing to.
no.
It's fine.
Just follow my lead. Follow my lead. Follow my lead. Just follow my lead. Do exactly what I do. Okay. All right.
All right.
And I wanna do the whitest guys you'll ever know skit where I do like the slow jerk pantomime.
Oh my god,
Right back at them.
no.
I just do that. And I'm just staring at like he does the eyes like I'm watching you, and I just like do that. But I lower my chin and I do
Oh
the
my
creepy
God.
fucking stare as and I'm hoping that like Slump is walking forward, but I'm saddled backwards, and I'm just doing it like as they're walking away.
Fuck, this is awful. Okay,
This
yeah.
is literally the worst episode we've ever
This
been
is
in.
absolutely amazing.
"This is the perfect
By
one,
far
man."
the
I'm
worst
so
one.
sorry.
Yendar, keep all this in.
Yendar, delete this entire episode. God. Okay. Wow. You guys avoided Jake getting taken to prison.
Yeah.
Ooh, woo.
I have got so many fucking. I really thought for sure Jake was going to jail.
I have a plan.
Okay, no, but that was really good. That was absolutely fucking excellent. So as you guys are passing through Izo, you see where your final destination is going to be. It is a massive volcano, and you can see the city of Avar at the very top. At this distance, it's another full day of travel away. Like, you're going to need to make camp before you get there. But at the top of this mountain, you see this huge, tall black wall. You cannot see the city. All you see is this black wall kind of blocking out the majority of the edge of the volcano, with multiple tall spires and lit torches on the very top. It's very far away, hard to make out any detail at this distance, but you know that that is Avar. And you need to make camp before then. So you're now in kind of the bright forest, the low hills, the more open area. And Galdrick and no wait, it was it's Jake and Lou. How would you guys like to set up camp in Izo, in kind of the more open fields area?
Well, I liked that house that Galdrick made. Do we want to do just another house? It could be like a haystack or something.
Oh yeah, fuck it.
Okay.
Yo, Goldrick,
Yeah, Galdrick,
What?
can you help us?
do the
What?
thing.
Oh, Galdrick, do this. Galdrick, do that. Clean the dresses, Cinderella. Make the ward, Cinderella.
That reference is from a whole other dimension now.
Oh, whoa. Cross-dimensional goofs. That was good.
All right, fine. I'll load it up and I'll make a haystack.
Would that make
A
sense
haystack,
in the
a
area?
haystack house? Question mark.
Yeah, I think a haystack looks pretty fucking.
Yeah.
You find an area where there are haystacks every now and then, and you just fucking make one.
Yeah, we'll be like one of these guys. Wait, do you think there's houses inside of each of these haystacks?
What?
Well,
Can I
we're gonna make it. We're gonna make it a sneak haystack. One of all these.
I was gonna
haystacks.
fireball one of the fucking haystacks, and that would get out of control pretty quick. So
Yeah. Okay. So you guys burn the 3 spell slots. You create a little haystack house. And perfect time for the music to stop. Oh my god.
There's got to be a better way.
There's gotta be a better way. Okay. I will need whoever's keeping watch to make the perception check.
who could that be?
I can keep one. Yeah, I will. Oh, I shouldn't have said that. Shouldn't have said that.
Okay.
Seems
So
fine.
yeah,
Very hay.
the night is very quiet. But as it continues to press, you do feel something like you're being watched. Very.
Can I tick through? I guess it won't matter, but can I? I'll tick through some inks.
You don't get that much of an impression. The perception check was kind of low enough that it's just kind of like that feeling of unease. And eventually that sense gets so strong that you notice someone standing almost beside you.
Oh my god!
Ew.
And they got there without you seeing them, and they got within 6 feet of you. And you even have art of them.
Uh-oh, that can't be good.
You see this individual standing next to you.
Does does he see us?
He is staring. Well, you can't see his face, but he is staring basically directly at you. And he is wearing a karuta.
Space. We know this is a fucking samurai, right?
That's right. Yeah, no, you recognize this armor very much as like a samurai, a Japanese karuta. Just for anyone who's just listening and not watching, it's a Japanese samurai style armor with the sleeve shields and scaled chest plate, scaled kilted lower body armor, and lacquered leather pants. And instead of a helmet, they have a hood with multiple layers that kind of cascade down. They look like they're varying cloths as well, and varying lengths. It covers most of his face, and across his back is a spear, and on his hip are 2 swords, a long katana and a shorter wakizashi. And on his other hip are 2 small pieces of steel, little cylinders. And he stands there in kind of a preparatory stance as you turn. And then as you don't make a hostile action, he kind of relaxes. Just gotta move us back.
What's his vibe? What's his vibe?
The vibe is very intense. It is like you can feel him looking at you. You can't see his eyes. You can barely see the lower half of his face. It looks kind of like a masculine jaw, like this person may be male. And the mouth is kind of emotionless.
And I get the sense that this person definitely is aware that this is not a regular haystack and is looking at individuals inside, or just looking at the haystack. Can we see?
You get the feeling that this person is looking through the haystack directly at you.
Oh, that's
Oh my
unsettling.
I'm gonna do the rat thing where you make eye contact, then move your head left and right, and see if their eyes track your head.
Well, you can't see his eyes, and also Lou is the only one that sees this because the rest of you are asleep.
Never mind. I'm gonna do.
That's true. Well, I would like yeah, I don't want to sound like I'm cheating, but I would want to wake people up so that.
So how would you do that?
All aware.
Telepathically.
Without making any noise. Oh, maybe I would have wake up Galdric first and be like, I'm gonna have my hand over his mouth because I don't want him to make any noise. So this is gonna be worse. This is pretty much the worst.
And you're just like reading my mind.
So as soon as you move, his hand goes towards the sword and he starts to crouch down again.
Oh, okay. Then I would lift my body away from the crouch of where I was going to wake someone. And I just kind of hold my hand up, palm out, at him in kind of like peace greeting.
He puts a hand in front of his lips, and he kind of waves his other hand to the side, and half of the haystack just kind of disappears.
All silent. No.
That's right.
sound.
Absolutely silent. And he kind of gestures his hand for you to sit.
I shrug and like a why.
His hand just remains pointing like invitationally down for you to sit, kind of thing.
Okay. I will sit.
As you sit, so does he. Like he kind of does that like standing into a cross-legged sit kind of thing. Kind of pushing his swords out of the way so that they don't dig into the ground. And then he rests his hands on his legs. In a very soft voice. Almost impossible to hear, but you can hear it. He says, "Why are you here?"
We're here to discuss a matter that matters to multiple countries. We're here on a diplomatic mission. We just want to talk. Why are you here right now?
I'm watching. Who are you here to talk to?
Well, first, we're here to talk to Jared Kane. Are you Jared?
One sec, I have to
Jared
turn you up.
Sorry.
There we go. You're here to talk to Jared.
Yeah, are you Jared?
No, I'm not Jared. What are you here to talk to Jared about?
Oh, I don't know that that's best. I don't think we should give that message directly to Jared.
That's probably best. Where did you come from?
Can I get a sense of is he just curious? Am I feeling a danger?
Or any of
kind
the
of
other
vibe?
team, no one else in the party. This conversation is quiet enough.
So far it is quiet enough.
Okay.
But why don't you roll insight? Roll plus wisdom, Lou.
Okay. No.
Hard to gauge his intention. It's very intense. There's no lightness about this, but it's not threatening yet. It's hard to get a feel of what it is.
And his question was, where are we coming from?
Yeah, where are you coming from?
We are here from Hayland. And I gotta tell you,
Before
this is Hey. Well, I guess we have been to ISO before. Yeah, so we did a little loop-de-loo.
Before that.
So he's talking quiet enough that it wouldn't wake us up, but is Lou talking quiet enough that it wouldn't wake us up? We're right beside Lou.
If I start to,
I was gonna say, what if Lou just, coincidentally started raising her voice a little bit at a time?
Okay, roll plus dexterity. This is kind of like a stealthily.
Oh, me.
Yeah, can you roll to stealthily increase the volume of your voice? Okay.
Better.
Yeah. I think with that, you kind of speak just a little bit louder, and everyone else, you wake up.
I imagine Slump sits up like a fucking zombie coffin Halloween decoration that just sits straight up as a board.
Yeah.
And then just like looks at Lou, who's talking, and then looks where Lou is looking and stares at the guy, but just doesn't do anything. Like he just wakes up straight up, turns his head, looks at Lou, looks at the guy in the armor, and is just like sitting there with his eyes as wide as fucking dinner plates, trying to take in as much light as possible. And is just staring at him.
Yeah, as soon as Slump like moves like that, he is on his feet, and the sword is half drawn before like anybody can even react.
I put both my hands up and say, whoa, whoa.
All right.
No need for that.
No, that's okay.
Who's that?
I thought we could have a conversation.
We are having a conversation.
Who are you?
Hi.
Hey,
Hi.
Yeah, let's do the rounds. How about, huh? Okay, so, well, I'm
Who's this
Lou. Well, that's, yeah, now it's your... No, not yet.
whoa, not yet.
I want to know where you came from
Halen,
Yeah.
before that.
my mom slithered out kind of. Apparently,
in
there was actually a
between.
complication. They had to snip a little part of her to make it wider for Slump to come out. Slump's
He's a
a
big
big
baby.
boy.
Big
Okay.
baby.
They had to cut her, slice her open. Hospitals aren't the best in Halen.
In between, I want to know why your arrival has caused so many problems. Where did you come from?
What do you mean?
Yeah.
What do you mean problems?
Yeah.
I'm not here to answer your questions. I'm here to ask mine. Where did you come
Well,
from?
we're not here really to talk to you, I'm afraid. We have a
unless you're
mission that we
Jared, I
got...
don't.
Yeah.
Slump wants to bet you're probably pretty quick with that blade, aren't you?
More than quick.
You quicker than all fucking 9 of us?
Well, we don't... Wait, 9?
Okay, well, never mind that fucking cover. Yeah, there's only 4. All right, fair enough.
Oh, sorry. No,
Only
I see
fucking
now
4
what
of
you're...
us. All
I see
right.
what you're... I'm sorry. Yeah, that's right.
Yes.
Never mind, Mr. Weird Man. All right, well, answer whatever the fuck you want.
Yes.
But why-
If there were 9 of you, if there were 90 of you, I would still be fast enough.
Bold.
Wow.
Now,
Yeah, he's boring me. I'm going back to bed, and I lay back down.
You want to know where we came from before this?
I do.
You really want to know where we came from?
Yes.
Slump doesn't have many memories of that place, but he can tell you some details. Slump has been sent here to do work for his deity.
Who is... where is that? Where did you come from?
If Slump says too much about this deity, the deity will materialize. Slump can only describe it in vague terms. Have you heard whispers of a power? A monster that seems to have one eye, long fingers, talks in a raspy voice. Have you heard of this?
Yes.
This isn't like it. It's about 3'1", 65, 70 pounds. It's got an arm at the back and it's furry and it wags when it's happy.
I feel like you're talking
It's
about a
got
dog.
Long.
I think this is a
what's the
dog.
thing you said?
This is a
It's
dog.
got a long nose.
This is a
and
dog.
long tongue.
This is definitely a
really-
dog.
It chews on the bones of its not really enemies, but things that has killed. Slump is here to discover why he's been sent here by this deity.
I sit up for half a second and say, "I can smell you for miles."
I can smell you.
You described the voice of tomorrow.
The what? Oh, sorry.
What do you know about the voice of tomorrow? Is that a problem here in
Yes, it is a
Iso?
problem.
How is it a problem?
It's a problem since you showed up.
Since, hey,
We've been here for like an
that's-
hour.
Yeah, like an
Yeah.
hour for an hour.
No, not here in Ainzo. Here.
Oh,
Well,
And
we
I
were
want to
born
know,
here.
where did you come from
We
to
were
bring
born
this
here.
with you?
We were born here.
I
Okay, listen.
Don't
listen,
believe
my guy,
you.
Listen, my guy. Listen. You come into our haystack, okay?
our haystack.
I mean,
We paid
no-
for.
To know everything, okay? You won't answer anything, and you're also asking extremely vague questions. Where did you come from? Where did you come from before? No, ever since you got here, you caused problems. What problems? I can't tell you what problem. What do you want from me? Why don't you ask an actual fucking question? I hate this guy more than the last dingus.
Well, hold on.
But
Can you
your
maybe?
armor is really cool. I love this. This whole thing,
If-
it just works.
It's actually it looks pretty
Based on
cool.
the nose,
It
Slump-
looks
Slump
really
didn't hear
cool.
him. Slump didn't hear him sneaking up. Normally, Slump would turn his insides into outsides by now.
Oh yeah.
Well, how about this? Can maybe this will help us answer your question more accurately?
Good job. Good
why-
try.
Thank you. Why do you want to know? Maybe that'll help Slump answer your question better.
Yeah,
Why do you want to know?
Yeah, maybe we can work together, man. I'm not
Yeah,
unreasonable,
work
but
together.
you can't
Yeah.
demand and
Yeah,
also
well-
ask vague ass questions. I'm a pretty open guy.
No, I can see that you're not open. I thought we could have a bit of a dialogue. Well, not a dialogue. Let's be fair. I'm not about
not
to
a
answer. I'm not about to answer very many questions.
Well, hold on. Okay. What's the alternative to having a dialogue or answering questions?
You guys go back to sleep.
Oh,
And then we wake up in the
So,
morning,
you
carry
can't
on,
tell.
right?
You can't tell us how we might benefit from answering these questions at all. You just expect us to take it on faith that they're worth answering.
Well, you might not benefit from them, to be honest.
Oh, well then.
Hey,
Find
but
it off and fuck it.
what is it? What are you trying to do, though? What do you like? What would it help if we were to tell you?
See, the problem is we don't know if you're friend or foe, and you're trying to
Yeah.
interrogate us.
See, I don't know if you're friend or foe either. You are tethered to
Okay.
disaster.
Okay,
And as far as
all
I
right,
can
know
tell,
what?
you are
Okay.
instruments of destruction.
Okay.
And so
all
I'm
right,
trying
Hey, buddy, does
to.
Instruments of Destruction give out free peanut butter sandwiches? I don't think so. Here you go.
Yeah, I like hand it over like he gives it to me. I go, here you go, peanut sandwich.
Right?
This could be the exact kind of instrument of destruction I was talking about. Where did this come
Peanut,
from?
are you
Peanut butter?
allergic
Do
to
you have
peanuts?
an
Oh my god, he's got a
yeah.
peanut allergy. I am
Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh
Oh
no.
my god.
That's
So
a big
embarrassing.
problem from where I'm from. A lot of people have the peanut allergy. I'm very
A lot of people. I'm so sorry. Okay. Listen. So, you view us as hostile, right?
You are tethered to destruction. I'm trying to
Okay.
gauge
Okay.
in what way. Right
Okay,
now,
so-
I'm kind of
okay.
seeing unwitting.
Okay. Well, you smell like poop.
It's not
So,
wrong.
listen. Okay. You view us as hostile. You say that we're attached to destruction.
Yes.
What does that mean? If we can prove otherwise, we'd like to do so. We're here on a mission of peace. We're here to keep things cool because where we're from, things are going kind of fucking weird. And we want to make sure that everybody is happy and safe. And I have like a big thumbs up. So if you can answer some questions, we'll answer some questions. Maybe we can get to the bottom of this.
I don't think I'm going to answer any questions of yours.
Well, then we're not going to
just...
answer any fucking questions of you, guy. We're tied to destruction. What destruction? Can't answer that. Well, how can I? That's like saying I'm charging you with murder. What murder? Not going to tell you. What do you want from me?
Well, I think at this point, I'm just going to. What I want from you is, I guess, to be warned. You are
I
watched.
want you to be warned.
You are watched,
You are watched,
and you will be measured.
and you will be found wanting.
Well, I doubt that, but I want you to know that should you be found to be willingly taking part in the destruction and cataclysm surrounding you, it will not be tolerated.
Hey, buddy, if you could go, like, chop Ula's head off, you should probably go do that. That would save everybody a lot of cataclysm.
I would not kill Ula,
Are you
no matter
sure?
what you said. Absolutely.
Okay,
makes
well,
you
hey,
smile?
you just answered the question. I tricked you. Good night.
He works for Ula. He works for Ula, guys. We figured it out.
You
You're
work for
done.
Ula, you fucking idiot. You played your hand too early.
You just wanted
Congratulations.
to see.
What were we saying?
Sorry,
You
that was
just
kind of
wanted
rude.
Yeah, what's up? You just wanted to see if we would talk? It was a test from Ula?
And he pulls on his cloth hood, and it Venalis DC'd. He can't hear anything.
I think no.
Damn it! Venalis, hurry
That's
up.
right. We'll catch him up. We'll catch him
Okay.
up.
He pulls on his cloth hood, and it comes down as this big cloth robe, and the face underneath turns like an old man's. And he holds out his
Hello?
hand, and this staff kind of materializes
Oh my
in his
God,
hand.
it complete everything just broke. I can't hear anything.
Oh.
Can you hear it all now?
Reset your computer.
I swear to God, son, I love this Go XLR, but sometimes I want to throw it right out the goddamn window.
Oh my god. You just use my stream to shit talk all the things you don't like?
Is it just Discord to change the server?
No, I think it's his Go XLR's routing things weirdly. Probably the routing software.
Test? Oh, my-
Yes, can you hear us?
I'm sure you guys can hear me, but
Yeah.
I can't hear you. And I
Shit.
don't know why.
Damn. Damn. He
We'll catch him up.
basically,
Okay,
yeah,
so yeah, he
he
turns into the
turns
old
into
man,
the old man with a cane with a very soft light glowing from the top of his staff. And when he turns, he's just not there anymore.
No, wait.
And he's gone.
Who the fuck
Not
was
like
that?
Man, should we
Okay,
have
good
told
night.
him? I don't think we were right not to tell him, right?
Lump thinks so.
Wait,
He-
I mean not to say it.
Listen, remember the time dog? Didn't think there was
Oh,
anything
yeah.
wrong with that. Look how that fucking turned out.
Yes. Okay,
the
good
less,
point.
the
Thank
less we
you.
say to anybody, the better.
True.
Okay. And the rest of the night, let's just see, make sure I didn't miss anything from my many notes. Bum 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 bum. Yep, nope, we're all good then. The rest of the night passes, and you guys wake up the next day. And there is no, do I have a different music change? I do. There is no check needed to arrive at Avar now. You can see it in the distance. It's that huge city at the top of the mountain. It is a rough climb. It is not meant to be easily reached. And eventually you find yourselves at the top of the mountain, the heat growing as you climbed, as this is an active volcano, the hot sulfur air kind of wafting down sometimes. And you arrive in front of these huge black gates. It's a black metal that spans miles in either direction around the lip of this volcano. And it's 50 feet tall. And atop the kind of corners of the sections of this wall are these angular black watchtowers with massive ballistae in them. And you see that the wall is well manned too. Many guards patrolling with banners flying behind them. The banners all have that white gauntlet on it. Some guards are standing with crossbows, and you see a few people hovering in the air. You see mages performing some sort of magic. And as you approach the front gates, you see 3 figures. 2 of them are females clad in heavy plate armor, with bluish green skin. They have strips of parchment with scripture on them sealed with wax onto their armor, on the shoulders and upper chest, giving them almost like this shredded paper robe of parchment look over the heavy polished plate armor. Notes for me. And the last one is a mountain of a man, basically pound for pound, the same size and thickness as Slump. Except as a weapon, he has a massive fucking buster sword. Like Cloud's fucking giant sword, except it's made of a metal that's much less clean, and it looks like it's been used so much that at this point it's basically a blunt weapon. There is no edge on it at all. It's an 8-foot long, 3-foot wide piece of steel with a 2-foot long handle. And the blade is planted in the ground, and this huge man is kind of leaning on the handle. And as you approach, the two, actually, why don't, whoever maybe, yeah, you can all roll plus intelligence to see if you know what the two female looking people are. Slump has no idea. Lou has a bit of an idea.
It's rolling. Nice.
Okay, yeah. So Lou and Jake, you know that these are planetars. You know that you cannot lie in the presence of a planetar. And as you approach, one of them looks at you, the one on the left, and says, "I am Erda. This is Laradna. The trial of combat is joined. Select your champion."
Well, hello. First, nice to meet you. Thanks for the greeting. Hey guys, what do you think? What, Slump, do you feel like punching?
What? Oh, for who's gonna do the fighting?
Yeah, but don't
Slump,
kill him, remember?
Slump can do a little bash and smash.
A light bass and smash.
Yeah.
A light pulling.
Light little
Not all the
smash
way.
and smash.
Are you selected, champion?
Oh, hold
Sure.
on. Just give me
Never
a
mind.
little-
Hold on.
I don't know. I'm feeling pretty spry today. Let me talk about. And I'm gonna I want to sort of pull us into a little huddle that Galdrick can't hear because his shit's busted. And while we're in there, I'm mocking like I'm talking big with my hands, but I just want to cast a magic weapon on both of Slump's weapons. You have a pick and a hammer. Right?
Ooh, shit. Okay, yeah.
I do, but Slump is planning on using his fists because he gets life leech when he does it.
Shit, I don't know if I know that in this. Well, no, we fought before, and you used to just use fucking door bangers on your goddamn hands. Do you have any
Yup.
like material? Do you have like bracers or gauntlets or any shit on your hand?
Yeah, I'll say that he has like 2 like leather cuffs, one on either arm.
All right, yeah, so I could do that instead if you don't intend to use your weapons.
Okay, awesome. Then you can get so magic weapon. Does that just give it +1 kind of thing?
Non-magical weapon up to an hour. The weapon becomes magic for all intents and purposes. +1 to attack and damage rolls.
Okay, awesome. So you get another +1 when you roll to hit, and another +1 whenever you do damage.
Okay.
Awesome. Okay.
Oh no, my shoulder. Sorry, nope. Okay, big guy's got it.
All right.
Good luck.
Champion, what is your name?
Slump.
Slump. You are the champion selected for the approaching visitors. The city of Avar selects their champion, Beef. And
Beef?
yes, His name is Beef.
Give
Okay.
Mystery Science here. 2000. Slag backstrap.
And
Chunk Lord.
this huge fucking guy pulls on the sword and it comes out of the ground. Like, it's so big and it was so well in the ground, you feel like most of you probably couldn't have pulled the sword out of the ground. And he starts walking towards you and he kind of like pounds his chest and he says, "Beef." And then he points at you.
I want Slump to like start a small smile, like finally he feels like he's found a good conversation partner. And I want him to like twice as hard as that guy did, punch himself in the chest and go,
Slump.
He kind of like holds his sword up. Oh wait. He kind of holds his sword up and just starts punching his sword with his hand, and it starts clanging.
I want Slump to pull out his hammer, Argus,
Yeah.
and to start like hitting it against his cuff.
Yeah.
And after he does it like twice as he's going for the like, and he's sort of ceremoniously like holding the hammer way up and then swinging it, and before he hits his wrist he like slows down a little bit and then swings it way up and then hits his cuff but not super hard.
Yeah.
And then holds it way up and throws it straight at the center of his face.
Throws it at Beef.
Yep, right in the fucking middle of his face as hard as he can.
Okay, yeah, throw it. Fucking roll to attack.
Okay, so let me see here. So I roll plus strength, and actually, can I say like his punching his chest? That was his casting rage.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Okay. So it says deal 2 more damage. So do I roll? Does that get added onto my strength, or is that just after I roll?
That's after you roll.
Okay. So here it says Feral Instinct. You have advantage on initiative rolls. Also, if you rage before acting, you can perform the rest of your turn as though this action had not been used.
Yeah.
So I guess I'm getting initiative anyways.
Yeah, you fucking surprised him. You get to go first in initiative. No fucking need for the roll.
Okay. All right. Let me see here.
Oh my god. Yeah. That fucking hits him square in the face. Roll the fucking damage on that bad boy. And add fucking 2 for rage, add fucking 1 for the magic weapon, all that fucking shit.
Okay, let me see here. I will roll 3d6 and then I will add so would I go 3d6 and then literally say plus 3, I guess?
Yep, exactly.
Okay. Oh my god.
Oof.
Not a good fucking roll.
Not a good set of rolls.
That's okay. The other option was roll 10 damage, so I only did 1 less.
Yeah, wow. Okay. Yeah, so this fucking hammer just comes flying through the air and just crashes into the center of Beef's face. And he doesn't flinch as the hammer just impales in the middle of his face. And you do see, like, you know, there's a fucking welt on the side of his face where the hammer hit him. But then he kind of, like this big grin starts to come across his face as he just fucking charges you with this enormous buster sword.
Okay.
And he fucking swings. Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. He has lived an entire life of fighting. He literally can't do anything else. So he comes down with the fucking buster sword hard on you, Slump. And you take 25 damage as this fucking blunt ass buster sword just comes down hard on your shoulder and chest, and it staggers you a bit, and it fucking hurts. This is a big man hitting you with a big weapon, and it fucking hurts.
Okay.
You can do this, Slump.
Yeah. Yeah, go ahead and roll.
And I want Slump to pull out Antaeus.
Yep.
And like in one motion, I imagine him like swinging around as he does this, sort of like a hammer toss. Olympian.
Yep.
And as he spins into the motion, I want him to literally thrust with like the wide end of the fucking pickaxe to aim like straight for the bridge of his nose, just charging forward with the fucking front of this thing.
Yep. Roll absolutely. And you can use you can use Great Weapon Master to get advantage, but then you also get advantage against you, which yeah.
Okay.
Yes, that absolutely hits. Roll the damage.
Hey.
Okay. Fucking yeah, describe this hit for me.
Okay, so Slump has been like staggered backwards.
Yeah.
And so I imagine him like taking a big step forward with his left foot, so now he's facing like perpendicular to him.
Yep.
And reaching backward to grab unsling his pickaxe, which is huge and broad.
Yeah.
And then as he's grabbing it as he's like turning with his right leg behind him, sort of like he's sweeping to do a spinning back kick.
Yep.
And then as he stepped, and this is all sort of one fluid motion. And then as he steps forward with his left foot again, he's thrusting forward with the pickaxe straight into the center of Beef's fucking face.
Yeah, and kind of like almost right where the hammer hit, this fucking pickaxe finds home just right in the middle of his fucking face, and there's a crunch.
Oh God.
And immediately blood just starts gushing from his nose.
Oh my God.
And his face kind of winces as he kind of grabs his big sword with fucking 2 hands and takes another swing. Oh, damn. And he fucking misses. So like this huge fucking hit with the pickaxe kind of sent him off balance as he kind of focuses, grabs his huge sword with 2 hands and swings down at you, but it's the same strike again. It's going to hit the same shoulder. And so you kind of step backwards and this huge buster sword just plants itself in the ground hard. And it's your turn.
So I want you to imagine that now Slump has sort of stepped to the side as this guy has swung his fucking buster sword and buried it in the ground.
Yeah.
And I want you to imagine something rather peculiar. Slump is sort of standing once again perpendicular to him.
Yep.
Slump is going to drop to both his knees. And he's only going to use one of his hands and summoning all of the fucking power he possibly can.
Yeah.
He's going to uppercut Beef in the balls.
Oh my God. Okay.
As hard as he possibly can. Okay, let's see.
Okay, yeah, roll to hit.
Ooh.
Oh shit, that does hit. Yep, that still fucking hits. His AC is 15. He's very hard to hit, but you're rolling really well. What the fuck? Damn. Okay, with a hit and with that much fucking damage, you fucking just pummel his balls so fucking hard. You hear the air kind of go out of him as he kind of reels and drops to his knees. I'm gonna roll just a straight D20. I'm gonna roll it again. Okay, he does get up. He fucking like he takes a beat to kind of catch his breath, and then he stands up and he pulls the sword out of the ground, but he doesn't go for you with the blade. He tries to hit with the pommel of the weapon. 16, I think, is exactly your armor class, so the 16 does hit.
Okay.
As the pommel drives into your face for 15 damage.
Okay.
Just like it hurts bad. This pommel fucking drives into your face and your whole kind of neck rocks backwards. And it's your turn.
Oh God, I'm trying to think of like how to do I guess I can do a submission move here, and he'll just have to roll to get out of it, I guess.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I think that's what we'll do. And then if he doesn't get out of it, Slump will just keep doing the same attack each turn until he gets out of it.
Yeah.
Slump is going to fucking Hugo Stiglitz this guy and shove his whole hand into the guy's mouth as far as he can shove his hand in his
Oh my
mouth.
god. All right.
Yep.
Yeah, roll the hit.
Oh,
Ooh, it doesn't quite go. So I think you kind of fucking punch him in the face.
Okay.
But his mouth isn't quite open far enough. And so as you try to kind of dig your fucking fist into his mouth, he's kind of trying to like bite down, and he ends up kind of like peeling the skin off your knuckles as he's kind of like biting on your hands. You're trying to force it in. And then he turns around and he goes to hit you with his fucking big beefy ass buster sword. Oof. And this time, because he kind of hit you with the pommel the last time, he comes up with like this big uppercut with the buster sword, and it kind of comes under your arm, and it hits you in the rib cage and armpit with this just devastating uppercut for 25 damage.
How quickly can I cast Jake's Shield? Can I do that as a reaction?
Yes, you can. Absolutely.
Okay, if I see him coming under Slump's guard, I'll just use the shield real fast. Lou's probably bigger than me. I'll kind of like cuddle up to Lou's and try to like as discreetly as possible.
Yeah.
Sort of like fucking frame catch that hit, so it's just not super visible.
Yeah.
It's just there and then breaks, and he'll take half damage.
Okay, roll plus dexterity for stealth. See how subtly you can do this.
I don't think I have time to peanut butter knife.
No, I don't think so. But you can do it at advantage because you're hiding behind Lou.
Okay, I like that.
Yep.
Lou says,
I can't believe I've been fucking this up the entire time.
Oh shit!
Oh my god.
Oh, you take half damage because you're a barbarian raging. I forgot.
I've been fucking up this entire time. I'm supposed to roll 3d12. 3d6 is for ranged.
Oh shit!
God
oh
damn
my
it.
god.
Tricky.
Okay.
Right.
Wow, those damages would be a lot more.
Yeah.
Oh my god, what the fuck? Is that legitimately how much you fucking do?
Yeah. It's either 16 damage or 3d12.
Holy
So
fuck.
I'll say I'll fit this in narratively.
Yeah.
I'll say that after this happens, Slump looks at Beef and sort of like cracks the knuckles of his left hand and shakes it and says,
All right. Slump will start using his good hand now.
Okay, so with that hit, you did not take 25 damage.
Okay.
The shield gives AC, right?
It gives them +5 AC until the start of my next turn, and affected creatures take half. Oh, magical damage. My bad.
Oh.
I thought it just halved its damage.
No, and unfortunately with a 23, it actually still didn't. So the cast was visible. It didn't reduce the damage taken. And Slump, as you crack your knuckles, one of the planetars holds up their hands and says,
What?
Stop.
What?
This is not honorable combat. There has
How
been
is it?
a dishonorable injunction.
Justice? Okay.
Oh, hey, that was me. My bad.
How
What the
dare
fuck,
you?
Jorp?
No, my bad. Here, do you guys want the peanut butter sandwich? I have a whole bunch.
No, a peanut butter
Okay.
sandwich will not make up for the injustice of dishonorable combat. You
What will?
bring forth the dishonorable one.
All right.
Whoa, that's me.
All right.
Slump pushes Lou forward.
Okay, I'll accept my fate.
Jake, do you step forward?
Oh, I mean, yeah, I wasn't trying to hide
Yeah.
that. Like, as soon as they called me on it, I was like, oh, yep, that was me.
You will face our champion.
Okay, I guess.
You can do it, Jake.
You will
Hey,
not be
thanks.
using magic.
Oh no.
Oh,
Jake.
well, hey, that's kind of my thing, so...
Use
Shit.
use the karate headband, idiot.
Okie dokie. Can I have like a minute to stretch? It's been a long journey. My shoulders are like, whoa, right? Okay, hold on.
Accidental death will be permitted.
Okie dokie, I'm glad you said that. Hold on. And I'll start stretching, and as I'm stretching, I am absolutely going to pull the fucking peanut butter knife, the ninja peanut butter knife.
Before you get a chance, Beef just fucking pummels you for 25 damage.
Oh,
Hey, Beef.
Just fucking brings the sword down. Mercilessly for 25 damage.
Ouch, buddy. Okay. Oh, fuck.
All of his wounds are healed.
Oh, glad
my
that
God.
happened.
way to go, fuckhead.
Oh, you're alive. It's fine.
All right, Jake, what would you like to do?
Switch to his good hand, you idiot.
They said I can't use magic?
That's right.
Okay. The ninja peanut butter knife, does that still give me advantage on deck stuff as it did in the previous thing?
Yes, it does. Yes, absolutely.
Okay. Fuck. Okay, I'll grab the knife and push my headband of karate up over the gem in my forehead.
Yep.
I'll then, with that hand, drop my backpack.
Okay.
And I don't know if I have enough action to do this, but I'd also like to activate the bracelet of almost invisibility.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, absolutely.
So when I drop the backpack, I'll sort of push it off in one direction, and then I'll move in the opposite direction, and
Yep.
I'll stand still so that it's not, it's more complete
Yep.
invisibility.
Yep. And that's your turn?
Hold on, I'm going through my inventory. Ooh, okay. I'm gonna take a liberty and say that one of the health potions was on my person and not in my bag.
Sure.
And then I will stand very still and hope he doesn't find me and kill me in the next turn.
He's gonna fucking barbarian whirlwind spot.
I mean,
Well,
the way it
Really
works, the way it works is if you were already invisible when he came in, he wouldn't be able to see you. But like he still sees you like predator vision kind of thing. So he gets disadvantage on the attack. But he is definitely going to hit you.
God damn it.
Oh shit! I think your AC is
Whoa!
yeah, your AC is higher than
don't-
12.
Where's
Right?
my
I think
AC?
it's up near the top.
Hit.
We have AC.
It's legitimately not. I'm looking at my
Oh shit!
sheet. I don't have AC.
What the?
Hold on.
Yeah, we don't have AC in this thing, I thought.
I thought you guys had.
I have luck and I have health.
Character.
And...
Oh my god, my computer is seizing. Great.
Oh no!
That's
oh
what I
wait,
get
is
for
it
trying
on
to look
the D&D Beyond?
Yeah, if you click that link at the top, that should get.
No,
Okay,
I
hold
didn't
on.
use that AC. 'Cause I thought that AC was a little bit too not great.
Well, even then, it's my AC on there is 12. And if you take in the headband, it'll be higher.
Oh,
So
that's
it'll
right.
be
You
like
have the
13.
headband. That's right. Oh my god, I don't have AC on these. Okay. Anyways, yeah. So it does not hit. He takes a wild swing, and it does not hit. There's this huge Buster Sword just goes vroom in front of your face.
Okay. Does it look like from that attack that he could still, like, does he see me?
He knows about where you are, and he's swinging in the right area.
Fuck, and I can't use magic, huh?
Yep.
That's a thing right there.
This is meant to be a punishment for breaking the rules.
No, I know.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to think. I'm going through my old inventory that's been converted to thing. How far is he from the backpack? So if I dropped it on the ground,
Yeah.
my intent was to split the difference of distance between me and him.
Yeah, he's probably maybe 6 feet away from it.
Okay. Hold on. I'm sorry, I was not planning on doing this, and all of my shit is magic.
Yeah.
Everything.
Yeah.
Okay. I have a device. Remember the Thunderdome?
Oh yeah. Yep.
Would that, just with my knowledge of how arcane things work,
Mhm.
if I activated the Thunderdome, would that temporarily blind the Planetars like fucking true sight so they'd know that I was casting magic while in this?
Blinding true sight. Is there even a thing? Isn't that the definition of true sight? Is that it can't? It's
Well,
like
is it a magical thing or is it just
it's inherent.
divine awareness?
Yeah.
Minotaur knows if it hears a lie, but it's gotta see me cast a spell. Shit, I can't. All right, fuck. Do I guess I just have like a torch? No, I don't have a torch. Fuck me.
It's not great.
Oh no.
Sorry. All right, this is taking too long. I'm just gonna go for it. That bag has 5 pounds of space C4 that's been turned into gunpowder.
Yeah. Yep.
I'm going to slug my health potion while
Yep.
invisible, but that's probably gonna blur. Activate the peanut butter knife.
Yeah.
And then I'm just gonna charge him, and I'm gonna see if I can jump on his fucking hand, so that he can't. I'm gonna try to disarm him, but he's humongous.
Yeah.
So I don't think I'm going to. So I'm just going to like the tick on his sword hand, so he can't hit me with the sword. But
yeah.
let's see what I can do with Karate Head Man.
Yep.
What do I roll to try to disarm this man?
I mean, if you're gonna try to, it's gotta be strength, right? I don't see a way that this isn't a strength check.
Yeah. Yep. Okay. That's fine. Got it. Oh, what's the healing on the potion? I forgot. I drank that.
Oh, healing on the potion, I believe is those are 20.
Okay.
So you drink the health potion and you just jump onto his arm, and like you feel like you are not winning the wrestling match of getting the sword out of his arm, but then the sword just kind of drops to the ground. As he drops the sword like a reverse guillotine.
Oh no!
And with you on his arm, drives his arm into the sword on the ground and deals 25 damage to you.
Damn. Okay. All right. So he doesn't have a sword. He's close.
Yep.
I will now activate the ninja peanut butter knife.
Yep.
And I'm just gonna try and stab him in the fucking eye when he slams me on the ground because we're now close.
Okay. Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah. Roll to attack.
That's gonna be Dex.
That's right. Yep. Which with your fucking karate shit is gonna be a whole bunch of pluses. 15. That is his AC. Meets it, beats it. The fucking knife just goes straight into his eyeball. How much damage do you do with melee?
I don't know. It's not a Dex thing. This has plus strength. Do you want it to be that?
No,
with
the dex makes more sense. We'll change that in post.
Attack ranged. Okay, yeah. So with my peanut butter knife, 120 plus Dex. 2d4 plus. What? Well, there's no Dex modifier. What do I? Just 3?
Yeah. Hey, 9 fucking damage directly to his eyeball as he starts
And then
reeling backwards with this fucking knife jammed in his eye.
I was hasty on the bag drop.
Yeah.
Because I was definitely just gonna cast Firebolt on it and
Yep.
blow it up.
Yeah.
But I don't have any source of fire on me.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna like scurry to my bag and see what I can fucking pull off the top of my bag if I have like a torch or a flint or anything.
Yeah, sure. You got flint in there.
Okay. Then I think that's all my action for
Okay.
now.
Then he kind of holds his eye with one hand, and a big ugly grimace comes across his face as he kind of runs, picks up his sword with one hand,
Oh, don't like that.
and attempts to come down. Oh wow! And he fucking misses. One bad eye as this big sword just goes boom into the ground right beside you as he misses his attack.
Okay, he's super close.
He's very
When
close.
He has one arm extended. He has the other arm up on his eye.
That's right.
I'm gonna take my backpack and loop it over the head and the arm together so they're
Yep.
like bound.
Yep.
And then I'm just gonna fucking strike the backpack and bolt.
Oh my! I mean, I don't think there's any way that you get away quicker than the fucking.
Nope, that's okay.
Yeah. Roll firebolt damage. I think this is maybe. Yeah, I think just basically a firebolt is the backpack exploding.
Okay, it's 5 pounds of gunpowder.
Okay, maybe 2 firebolts.
I'm willing to take this as well. I don't care.
That's right. Okay, yeah, sure. 2 firebolts worth of damage that you will both take.
Oh my god.
I want to cheat again, and I want to fucking use my shield. All right, I'm nothing but cheating. I'm realizing this.
Yeah, no, I think the action is to strike and try to move.
Yeah, like I just want to light anything and dip. I mean,
like
yeah,
honestly, as soon as the spark touches it, the whole thing goes off.
it's
This
going
is just
up. I made the decision. I
Yeah.
don't give a shit. This
Yeah.
is what we're doing. Ideal. So it's 2d10 per bolt, so 4d10.
yeah, 4d10 damage. You both take 25 fucking damage.
Boom! And then my unconscious body rolls across the dirt.
So I think you see this thing kind of you see Jake wrap this backpack over Beef's head, then pulls out a flint, strikes it, and then you're all blinded as 5 fucking pounds of gunpowder go off. You see half of Beef's face go flying off in the distance as you see a completely ruined and unconscious Jake go flying away from the explosion and just ragdoll a little ways down a bit of the mountain.
Drop to exactly 0.
Oh, I ran up to Jake.
Are we good? Are we good now?
I say to the.
Combat has been fulfilled.
Can I heal him?
There is no need.
Oh.
And they raise their hand, and Beef's face kind of gets remade. Jake returns to full hit points, and it's 10 o'clock.
Wait, heal his backpack.
Heal his back.
Please, the backpack, no.
The backpack is like half destroyed.
Character growth. Most people get eye patches. I get a torn backpack.
Okay, awesome.
Wow, that was fucking cool, man. That was
We
a
can
cool
call it there.
episode.
Yeah.
I didn't want to hijack your fight. I just wanted to help.
I know. Yeah, unfortunately, the 2 bad stealth. I was gonna go easy on the DC, but I think you rolled less than 10 with both of them.
It was like a 4 and a 1.
Yeah. No, there was no way that wasn't getting seen. Okay. Awesome, guys.
Fucking awesome.
Yep.
Same time, same place next week.
Same time, same place next week, and we are quickly approached. So next week is good. The week after is my last Mar from
No,
BC.
I think next week is the last one, isn't it?
Oh no,
oh my
we're
god,
doing.
no, it's okay. You're right.
Yeah.
You're right. No.
So yeah, next week is good. The week after is my last Mar from BC before I move.
Oh,
That weekend's gonna be
Oh,
crazy. It's
fuck
literally
yeah.
gonna be Mar on Friday, Movers come on Saturday, I fly on Sunday. That's gonna be
Fuck
fucking
yes.
bananas.
fuck yes.
Okay,
Good news,
awesome.
I got
Maybe
my audio
coach
fixed.
co-op Mars.
good, hi.
Hey, welcome
Oh
back.
man,
Hey, welcome back.
welcome back.
Welcome back.
Hey.
Oh,
What was the
Fucking
issue?
everything.
I'm
the
so
issue?
sorry, man.
I don't know. I picked up the Go XLR and literally started slamming it against the table, and it started working.
Oh,
that's
no.
generally not how things should get fixed. So it sounds like something's wrong with the unit, which is really annoying.
No, I did
man.
software. I did the profile fix. I did the computer restart. You know, I
Good
did.
Lord.
I know how to fix this shit, and I just got frustrated. I was like, "You motherfucker!" I started picking up, and I didn't slam it, but it was like
Yeah.
the jar of pickles, like "fucking work, you motherfucker."
Yeah.
And then everything went, boop, 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 everything connect back up, and I was like, "Cool."
Well,
fuck, that
what
sucks,
on
man.
What part did you come back in at? What part did you what did you start
to
hearing?
you punching Beefy for the first time?
Oh, okay, yeah. So basically, in the middle of the
What
night,
happened
that
with
guy showed
Sword
up.
Guy?
Yeah, so the sword guy showed up and was like, "What's your guys' purpose?" and all the rest. And Lou found a way to sneakily wake us up. And he basically said, he just sort of said, "Where did you come from before this?" And we pretty much refused to answer him. And he was like, "Well, I thought we could have a conversation." We were like, "Well, we don't know that we should be telling you anything." And he was like, "All right, well, fuck you then." And he pulled his hood down and he turned from the armored samurai guy into an old man wearing a cloak with a staff that had a light on the end of it, and then disappeared.
Narrative
Okay.
camera guy.
Yep.
Yeah, it was definitely the guy from the narrative camera.
Not that the party knows, but
And I assume Beef is like the entry to the village or something.
Exactly.
Yes,
yeah. When you guys came up to Avar, it had like a giant black metal wall all the way around the city. There were 2 planetars there, these female planetars with like scripture wax sealed onto their shoulders and upper chest, very much like the war priests from Warhammer kind of thing. And a huge, basically another slump, big, thick, huge guy named Beef. That was the kind of the combatant that was to be fought to enter the city. And then I think you came in while Slump was fighting Beef, and then there was Jake's shenanigans, and then Jake had to fight Beef.
It didn't go great.
Yep.
It didn't go great,
Went pretty
but
bad.
he did blow off half of Beef's face, so
That is true.
Well, that's good.
I really expected that to be just a straight out fucking beat down until Jake was unconscious.
poor Jake.
So I was impressed.
The old no magic got me.
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, that's basically that's what happened. The next time we will resume with the trial of combat completed, and you guys can enter the city of Avar and meet with Jared Kane.
Sounds good.
Awesome. I will see you guys next Friday.
Sounds fucking good.
Right.
See you guys next week.
Yeah, have a great night, guys.
Yeah.
Bye, guys.